guys and gals, here I am. I'm live for the first time on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So it's kind of exciting for me to be here. I'm going to talk. Yeah, this is so cool. It says right now that okay, this is not good because right now my in ears. So I'm going to take these off. They went straight to YouTube and I want them to be on here. So hopefully everyone can hear me right now. Yeah, they warned me that I shouldn't be using both the both StreamYard and YouTube at the same time. But I wanted to know if there were any messages, if I could actually see those. So as far as I can tell, I can. So that's good. So what is this going to be about? Well, this is going to be about speaking out whenever you feel like it, but more importantly, speaking out when you really need to. So just recently, I heard this story, and it actually is pretty much telling. A friend of mine said she had been dreaming about her grandfather, and he suddenly showed up in her dream. So she said, "What does this mean?" Because I suppose she was afraid that he was going to pass away or something. And I told her, no, she told me something else. Then she said, "Well, he lost his wife." Oh, there she is. There's Mary. Hi, Mary. I need someone else there with me. Mary, come on live. That will be cool. So she explained to me that he had lost his wife 2 months ago, and I said, "Well, do you still go over there? Do you talk to him about it? Does he talk to you about it?" And she said, "Well, yeah, I do go over there and I bring some groceries and all that stuff." And I said, "Well, he's a guy and he's not used to doing all of this stuff on his own. So you might go there a little bit more often and just help him out." And you know, it's specifically for people who need some support. No, let's rephrase this. It's typical for, say, someone in his 80s. Maybe he's even older. Oh, Mary, by the way, can you hear me? Can you hear me all right? Or do I need to use my headphones? Because I need to know. Then I'm going to look for those. That you can hear me all right. That's good. So you know, a lot of times the women do a lot of things at home. I mean, each of them has their own role, and I'm pretty sure that her grandfather is not going to tell her like, I'm missing your grandmother because she helped me with laundry and cooking dinner, all that stuff, maybe buying groceries. But other than that, keeping company, they've been a unit for, I don't know, 50, 60 years. And then all of a sudden she's gone. And maybe there was a sick bed on there. Zen is on there too. And he's driving. Hi, Zen. It's so cool to see it all, Hop, hop over there. But the question still is he really going to express the way he feels? As in being alone, missing his mate, his buddy, his wife, his friend. It's weird to suddenly be setting the table for just one person. And, you know, if you don't know how to do certain things, I remember that my client came here and he was in his 80s and he said, yeah, I need to do the laundry and I have no clue how to do it. You know, white colors, light colors, dark colors. In this case, his wife was actually admitted somewhere else. So he had to wash her bras as well. And he said, how do I do it? How do I keep them safe? And do I wash them like every day? So, you know, there were a lot of things he had questions about that he didn't know how to do. So this is a different case. I mean, in one case, the wife is completely gone. In the other case, the wife had to go to a nursing facility, which also started with all these stages of grief because there was a reason she went to the nursing facility because she was slowly forgetting who she was, who her husband was. You know, it it happens, life happens, and she got scared, you know, during the night, and all these things have an impact on people. And I remember watching which series was it? 911 must have been the first season of 911. I was watching it early last year. Yeah, we switched years this year. Still getting used to it. Don't know about you, but I'm still getting used to it. And one of the ones who took the calls, she talked about how her mom, well, actually you could actually see it in the series, how her mom was slowly becoming forgetful. She had dementia. So it was actually showing how she, you know, there's a mood shift when it comes to these people. And sometimes they're all of a sudden they're like gone, that you are like, where are they? And other times it's like they don't recognize you really. And well, but they were the in this case, her mom was upset a lot of the times, and I could totally recognize this because I was experiencing something similar with my mom a year ago. And when I was watching it, it really helped me to understand. No, this wasn't just understanding, it was more like there, I felt supported because I could see it in another series. What I had been experiencing myself, it was like, oh, this I know, and that I know, and you know, all that stuff. And how strange it may seem, it actually excited me to know that I wasn't on my own. And that's the whole thing. This whole show is about speaking out when you need it, speaking out so you are not on your own. To come up with a totally different example, I I've been speaking a lot on Instagram. I do a lot of lives on Instagram. It's also to be viewed Lady Lexy's live on the road. And I speak a lot with Jo. And Jo has lost her husband during COVID in 2020. It sounds so long ago, but it's a year and a half actually. It was during April, so right about Easter. And she, well, this was the second Christmas she had to do without him. And it was lonely for her. At some point, she came into our house. She was dropped off by her dad, and it just hit her. It was like she could see him sitting in the chair, but he wasn't there. And well, I don't need to tell you how sad it made her feel. And it caught her by surprise. So she actually had a really good Christmas day until she got home. And then she broke down in tears. Having invited her on the lives on Instagram really has helped her to share her story and sort of come to terms with it. Of course, she is still not okay with what happened, but it's a little less painful. So that's, yeah, I guess that's a really good thing, which has happened. So I'm kind of curious for those who are watching and are capable of um, giving me um, some sort of text message. Yeah, that's exactly, that's what I wanted to know, Mary. So that's what I was curious about. So now here's the one thing. What I do not know is if there could be people waiting in the waiting room, because if so, I wouldn't know because I don't see it. And Sam probably would be able to help me out with it, but I assume that if there are people in the waiting room, that I would actually see it. So now I'll just assume that there are no people in the waiting room, but um, the ones who are actually just watching the YouTube or maybe Facebook, that would be cool too. So I'm just going to repeat the StreamYard link one more time. Let's do that. Oh, I don't think it lets me actually. Let's see if I can do it right here. Ah, yeah, okay. So it is actually kind of cool to do this. So, oh, yeah, I shouldn't be in front of my own camera. That doesn't make any sense. So, anyway, yeah, I wanted to know what you out there are thinking about it. So, Mary already said, yes, sometimes what we need is a listening ear. I dare to say it goes a little bit further, that it's also very important to be invited to speak about it, because that's the whole thing. I mean, in this time, it's about, oh, we all must be busy, and I'm not going to bore you with my story. Let's be positive. And the question is, are people actually listening to one another? So, what I really like about the, what I really like about, you have to be in front of your own line, leading the way. Yeah, but the question is, are people capable of doing so? And that's it. I mean, if people feel like they're too much already, and that people are busy the way they are they going to speak up? Are they? I mean, would you? Or would you just, keep to yourself? I mean, the best example I can actually give is, most of you must have known that I did this campaign. I still have to create a new one, but this campaign must be known for all of you out there. So this is a Christmas smiley Christmas angel. There's going to be another one because Christmas is over and done with. Well, officially, we still have 2 days left. But my question was to the people out there, please share this message and take a picture. So print it, pimp it, and take a picture of you holding it and send it to those out there who are all alone. So it surprised me to when I heard during one of the lives of Evan Carmichael, being hosted, by the way, by Terry and Bonnie from Unbreakable Stories, that I believe there were at least 5 people, at least 5 of the people who shared their story, and I think it was more, you had a mother-in-law passing away. Other people had lost loved ones. You know, one of those out there actually shared a story, and it was this really heartwarming story about not seeing her son. And she said, "Yeah, I'm missing him. I would really like to see him." And it was because she fell down or she passed out. Nothing serious, fortunately, that he actually showed up. So, you know, it's something good which happened when something not so good happened. But she didn't really say, like, okay, I want you here. But when something happened, he was there. So that was good. So what does Mary say? Yeah, at times people don't find it easy asking for help. Okay, I don't know what this is, but this is going to be deleted. So, yeah, and that's exactly what I mean. It does take a lot of time for people to know that it's okay to ask for help. Well, some people have a different way of doing stuff. Like, for instance, the one I was talking about, where the one I go live with a lot of times on IG. We know one another through a community. And what we do is we bond over one Chicago, and she creates all these collages. So she takes all these pictures and then she makes them into a work of art, which to me makes her someone who's inspiring others. And then she puts underneath text. So it comes with sometimes a few words, lately a short story, and it basically expresses the way she feels. And for those who can't tell by the picture, so she uses expression, an actor, she uses the expressions on his face, basically to show how she is feeling. And for those who don't pick up on it, there's a little bit of extra explanation next to it. And it does help because she does get inbox messages and people also respond to the post itself. And I can tell that it's becoming easier and easier for her at times. So yeah, I guess that's a good thing. So I'm going to see one more time if I can yet post the link one more time. And yes, it's a very creative, and you know, there is something called creative therapy. And I guess, yeah, so for people, if they want to join, just go there. And if someone happened to be in the waiting room, please let me know, because I couldn't tell, I wouldn't know unless something actually pops up here on the screen. So, and I'm actually not sure if it's also recording. I hope it's recording. Oh, so many things I do not know. That's not good. So, I'll just assume it does. And otherwise, I can hopefully watch it back. So let's see what it says when it comes to settings. Just give me 1 sec. Well, it does automatically stream. That's what we know. It doesn't say anything when it comes to recording. Oh. Okay, well, let's just hope that it records itself. Hopefully, Zen is able to give me a little bit of a heads up whether it's being recorded or not. again, it's a little bit, yeah. Thank you, Mary. It's exactly what you're saying. It's the first time, so I'm like looking all over, and you know what I like when it comes to speaking out and speaking up. Sometimes we need support from some other people. So for those who are in movement makers, the one from Evan Carmichael, he does this 2 weekly lives. He actually had us do a challenge starting in, I believe it is in October. He started having us do challenges. So every month there's like this theme. And one of the challenges he gave us, and I believe that's a very good thing, was um, to reach out to other people and to collaborate. It's due to that challenge, that first challenge, that I started to go on IG Live, Instagram Live. Because I was used to talking to the camera, going on YouTube. So it's not that difficult for me to talk, for a full hour or whatever it is. But it's like, seeing all the other stuff and figuring out, am I not missing something? That's making it a little bit hard. And yeah, so when he said go and collaborate, his goal was, of course, like Mary says, to support one another and again and do that through collaboration. Now we also had Sam. Sam has his own show, and he was a champ. He did it 3 nights a week starting in September, and then he added a fourth one about businesses. And there's thank you, Mary. She says I'm doing great lives on Instagram. I'll get into it in a sec. So first, finishing my story, I'm one who can go really quickly from one topic to another, and I'm, at times I'm a little bit foggy in my head, so I really need to focus on what I'm sharing. Because my friends are used to it. They know I go like, and then I go back again to what it is. But for those who are not used to me, I'm trying to do it, so I keep and stick to the subject each time. So because of Zen, I started going on live, and I didn't have much problem, going live as a guest. I mean, we go live on Zoom, watching guys like Brandon Burchard or Evan or whoever it is, Roger Love. There are so many people where we are on live on a Zoom, or when it comes to clients, I usually talk to them on Zoom as well. So that's not the thing, but actually talking to a camera and not knowing whether people are going to listen and do stuff, that's a whole different ball game. So the IG Live was a little bit of a challenge, and quite honestly, I got addicted to it. So the good thing about IG Live is you can always see when people are watching. That's good. And well, I guess it's pretty similar to this, because when people are actually giving comments, that's when you can go into the topic itself, and I always love it. So as for the lives on Instagram, a number of people know it, and although they have said it, I like doing sort of like interview style things. And I need to spice the story with side stories. I think it makes it less flat and boring. You mean right now? Because I am sharing a lot of other stories as well. So I wouldn't know how to do that right now. But the one who, when I do those interviews with people, because I'm a coach, well, actually, I'm a therapist and a coach and a trainer. And I love telling stories. And Sen always has a problem when I go on his live and I'm on his panel, because I can't stop talking. Of course, unless he you know, he has to focus his attention on other people. Yeah, so sharing the little different stories, that's okay, or it's not okay? Oh, okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, that's good. Okay, nice, Mary. I'm so glad that she is, you know, she's telling me, like, okay. But I did forget what I was talking about. Oh, and not sticking to one story. Well, that's good. Well, it's the main topic. The topic is still about speaking out, about getting support. And so when I was doing this interview, um, uh, again, I've done several interviews, but one person in particular, she said to me, I didn't expect to be saying as much as I did. And by the way, I heard it from several people. They all said the same thing. I didn't expect to be sharing as much as I did. And because I'm a coach, I'm used to listening. So apparently, and I'm not sure if that's true or not, I'm making an assumption here. Um, if Zen has explained to me that the coaches in the US, and again, I'm making assumption here, actually do lots of frameworks, and it's the therapists who are listening. Well, if you go to the Netherlands, because I'm from Europe, then we actually as coaches listen a lot. I can tell you, being used to being a therapist and having a backpack full of tools and ideas, that's what I basically did. So I got slapped on the wrist actually quite a few times in the beginning that I didn't listen the way I should have. So um, when I, so down the line during the coaching, I started listening, and they actually had us do these exercises, and you really had to sit like backwards, okay, listening. And the only thing we were allowed to do was give a facial expression. Well, that's a little bit exaggerated, but you get where I'm coming from. And at first, it was weird, but soon I discovered one huge advantage. You know, whereas a therapist, I'd learned to use all those tools and just come up with ideas. Oh, you can do this, that, and the other. The one thing I didn't ask was, what are you planning on doing? That was the major difference that I got, that they taught me when I was becoming a coach. And now you know why I became coach, because I really liked that part where we were talking to one another. Because as therapist, I did a lot of other stuff, um, you know, but the talking part, you know, figuring out what is it, what make them experience one thing or the other. And that's, you know, I'm curious by nature, so that's basically what makes me tick. And learning to ask the right questions, ask open questions, you know, starting with what and how, why, not so much, because they say if you ask why, it can be very judgmental. Then again, of course, if you want to find out the true reason of why someone is doing something the way they are, then it's about asking the why question like 7 times. So there's so many strategies and things you can do in order to come and have answers come to the surface. So going back to the coaching part, when I got to realize that by listening and asking those open questions, and you can tell because a lot of times when I'm on IG Live, I'm basically sitting back, and I can tell you that sitting back for me is one of the hardest things to do. I'm hyper by nature, and by hyper I mean really hyper. I'm, um, yeah. well, let's put it this way. If I cannot express myself when I want to, it's like, I want to. How am I going to do this? Which is one of the reasons, of course, why I had to learn to speak out, if only to speak out. And I also found other ways to go do it. But being a coach, I had to learn to sit back. And of course, I do interrupt people at times. I especially do it when I'm in a non-professional setting. Yes, I'll say it. I'm the youngest one of a family of 5, 3 kids, 2 parents. But in a professional setting, I usually hold back until I think this is something I really need to know. Because by listening, purely listening, it's the small things that people do not say. Here, I'll repeat it. It's the small things that people do not say which actually tell you the most. So when people say you cannot judge or you cannot, well, judge is not the right word. You cannot pick up on what's going on purely by facial expression, well, that might be true. But if you combine this with the pauses, the way they talk, the volume, that actually says a lot. Yeah, and it's true. Interruptions are necessary to ask follow-up questions, especially when you notice that people are going off trail. So it's like you have to pick the right moment. So when are you listening and when it's still convenient? And when are people going elsewhere? And it's usually when they like hop over something. I can't explain it any differently. So they're saying something, and then the next one, boom, there they go into the other direction. It's like that I know. No, that's not good. Here is something I need to know, and I'll go back. What did you just say? And then go over it again. No, what did you? I might do it like 5 to 10 times. I can be really annoying when it comes down to me being the one who's actually coaching the other one. And I'm not always the easy one. Well, that's an understatement. I can listen very well and I can really build you up. And I mean, do it from pure authenticity, from the heart, because I'm not going to lie, not to anyone. I might do it unconsciously. I mean, let's face it, I'm human. But when it comes to consciously, I won't lie. I just won't do it. I might figure out when to say something, so I might postpone a certain opinion. But saying something else as opposed to what I want to express, that's something I'll never do. Mary can probably already relate to it. She's seen me, Sen has had for his show for 4 months already. And it's funny because it's especially the people who are on the panel who can read me like a book. They really can. They can read me like a book. So, yeah, I'll be honest. It's the way it is. So going back to the listening part and the open questions, by doing so, and we're not used to this. Let's face it. I wasn't used to it, and yeah, she agrees with me. I know. People, you can actually get people to talk more about certain things, especially when you go into the specific thing they are saying. And at some point, they will start talking about what they might change because they are reflecting themselves. So I didn't know this, but oh my God, I just saw a message from someone who has had a lot of losses. And this is one of those things. Being hyper, I shouldn't have my phone on. But I had it on in case someone wanted to contact me, like, I can't enter the broadcast. And right now I got this message about someone who had lost yet another love in her life. So do you remember when I shared that story about that friend who had lost her husband during COVID? Well, what I didn't mention was that the next year she also lost her sister and then her nephew, and then last weekend she lost her dog, and now she lost her rabbit. Those are the people. Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's a huge part of speaking out and getting people to listen to me. Of course, not the part about my friend, but it's because I reached out to her that she's actually sharing it with me, and that's good. And that way, um, I can say to her, let's talk, whether it's on IG or whether it's privately. And usually I will tell people, you can ring me in the middle of the night if needed. Well, actually, ringing me in the middle of the night nowadays is the easiest thing to do because I'm so much communicating with people in the US that it's easier to adapt to the Eastern time, which is 6 hours. I'm 6 hours ahead of Eastern time than it is to stay on European time. So I'm a little bit of a nutcase. And um, to add a little something to it, um, and this is quite funny and it is really true. I've always been a night owl, and it might be the result of having worked multiple shifts when I was still working for a boss. Um, but around 10 and 11, and all my friends can vouch for this. Also, the people that don't know me but have come to interact with me. By the time the Dutch people start falling asleep, which is around 10, 11 o'clock, then all of a sudden the lights go on and I'm awake. And it's like, and I can tell the difference. And they can tell the difference too because they are getting tired. I'm like, oh, I'm waking up. So that's one of the reasons why you can probably best contact me in the middle of the night instead of during the day, because I might sleep during the day. Yeah. Thank you what you're sharing about my friend. And yes, um, some years are absolutely more challenging. And the thing is that when it comes to care facilities, and what I actually mean is psychologists and those who are paid for by the local government, there are not enough people who do so. I used to be a therapist who would be paid for by the health insurance, but because my background, hey, there is Bunny. Hey, Bunny is going to post it. Hello, Bunny. If you can hop in, let me know. And please let me know when you do. Because I have no clue when someone is in the waiting room, and I might pick up on it and I might not. So you would really help me out if you can let me know. But now I forgot. Smash that like button if you're out. Ah, you're the best. I really love Bunny. So, yeah. Thank you, Mary. She brought me back to. Yeah, I know you have to put the boys to bed, so that's okay. With everything that's going on, and especially with Corona, there's of course a lot of people who are occupied and busy. But there are also other things, especially when there's a very different care system here in the Netherlands as opposed, for instance, to the US. And so I guess that our care system, and please, I don't hope I rub you the wrong way, is a little bit to be compared to Medicare. So we pay a certain amount each month, and then we can pay an additional amount. So the first amount, which is circa in dollars, it would be like $100. That's for the basic care. So when you break a leg, you can go to the hospital. Oh, there's Sam. Oh, that's good. So, Sam, let me know if you want to enter the room because then I can check if I know how to get people in there. So, yeah, this is nice. It's good to see all those people out there. So going back to the healthcare system over here. So what we have to pay extra for is, for instance, for dental issues. So up till the age of 18, you're basically insured, but above 18, you have to pay for it yourself. You have to switch browsers. Well, you do have the link, right, to StreamYard. I'm going to see if it remembers it. Yeah, there it is. And it's so funny because it immediately shows both on Facebook and on YouTube what I've posted here. It's kind of funny to be doing this actually. Next time I'll be doing something else. I'll be using my Roland Go Livecast. It makes it possible to add sounds and do things from two cameras. But I'm getting distracted again. For those who are questioning whether I have ADHD or not, well, this probably will tell you a lot. Okay, sure, you're in Safari. Well, let me know if you're in the waiting room, please, Zen, because that's what I need to know. But when you have the extra insurance, it's like you can choose to which facility you want to be going, and then there are the contracted caregivers and the non-contracted caregivers. So usually, when you're part of a larger corporation, they act on your interest. So I used to do it, but because I was a energetic therapist, it won't let you in. Are you in a waiting room? Oh, okay. I normally use Safari to go to StreamYard. Oh no, I always have to open it elsewhere. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Um, so going back to it, so I know how to talk to the doctors. I know all the medical stuff out there. I need to know about medication. I know how to look it up on Google. And when people come to me, I need to know, on a basic level, but also a little bit above the basic level, what people are talking about. So when it comes to, for instance, like things related to autism, I know a lot about it, but I also, of course, have got my own experiences with multiple clients. So at some point they said, well, that energetic therapy, it's all good and well, but we're not going to pay for it anymore. And I wasn't the only one. So a lot of other people actually were no longer financed by the healthcare insurance. So a lot of therapists just stopped working altogether, which means, of course, that a lot of people can only go to the psychologist who have a contract with the caregivers, because with the healthcare facilities, because still, and it's changing, every year again and again and again, they're saying, oh, you only get like 75%, instead of when you have contract, then of course your rate will be lower as a caregiver. And a lot of people, they're on waiting list for over a year, and sometimes even for over 2 years. So that's really sad. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I can be here, because this way I can actually help people, by doing the interviews. And I recently recorded a couple of meditations. And yesterday on IG Live, I actually said to one of my friends, I'm using you as a guinea pig. I said, I want to know how it works for you. And she actually said, well, it does help. So to a point even that if she's not on my live, but she's just listening to me, she already falls asleep, which I believe is a good thing, because that's the way it works. It's a form of hypnotherapy. And by using words in a certain way, counting up, counting down, using the snap of a finger, you can actually train the subconscious mind and reprogram it. And, if that helps to get people to sleep better, because people who are traumatized, they only have sleep like 3 hours at night. And do you know why they wake up? Because they remember what caused the trauma in the first way. And I didn't realize it until I was talking to you, a number of people, and they actually shared the same experiences. And that's when I realized, okay, so that's how severe trauma can be. So trauma is not just about the chatterbox going on in your mind over and over and over and over again. It's also about, okay, and let me add to it, wanting to quieten the brain down, the chatterbox, but it's actually about reliving a certain experience. Yeah, and it's true. A lot of people are really traumatized and they need assistance to sleep. So I want to say to the people who are leaving a comment, or maybe I'll just let them go straight away to my website when they register today, because it's the first broadcast. So that they can actually receive the extra meditation. So what I did is, and now we get to the subconscious mind. I think the brain is one of the most interesting things. It's amazing what it can do. And I know a fraction about it. I mean, I'm not specialized in the brain, but I did pick up a thing or two, because I learned from quite a few people who do train the brain. And of course, that's when you do a lot of courses in hypnotherapy. That's also when you get trained. And working as an energetic therapist, I also had to make sure that people would relax. Here's another story, funny story, and Mary, I'll see if you find it funny or not. And Bunny, Zen, I'll hear it from you as well. At some point, people, when they would show up here at my front door, they would already start yawning and they would already get sleepy. So that was before they were lying down on the table and I would do anything at all. So that was kind of funny. So I had to learn, and this was not necessarily hypnotherapy. It was something else. It was taught when I was doing mediumship. And please note, I'm not saying here I am one, but I did pick up on a number of techniques. And that's probably why I can pick up a lot of little things, from whether it's facial expressions or the silences, the pauses. Then again, that's not what they taught me, but they did tell me that when I start to relax and I start to change my breathing, that it has a direct influence on the other person, which is true, because let's face it, when I get like really hyper, it can annoy the hell out of people. It's the way it is. And they can immediately sense what kind of energy I have. So I always need to take into consideration, where do I go? When do I go there? And when I go and it's not professional, it's not on a professional basis, I'll just be my usual self. And yes, that means that I can come in and I can be there. Not sure if that's entirely good, but it's the way it is. As opposed to when I get up, and a lot of people, when they wake up, they are like, whoop, and it's like that on button goes on, and it's like, and I'm like, okay, stay out of my way. Please stay away. And people who know me know I'm that way. And like I said, I'm a night owl, I'm an evening person. So my energy starts to build up, during the day. It's the way it works. I'm not sure my activity tracker agrees, but that's the way I feel. So using your voice and using pauses, using volumes, using different intonation, it can really make a difference for the people you are on the other side. So right now, if you're watching me and you are listening to me, you should already notice a change, maybe in yourself, because I'm slowly starting to calm down. So the question is, are you getting bored? Or are you like, oh, this is actually nice. I can take a breath. I didn't notice, but Roger Love actually taught us, and Roger Love is the voice coach. So he actually learns people how to sing. So I give people a voice and he gives them a singing voice. I guess and he also helps speakers, by the way, with breathing techniques and all that stuff. So he does the technical side, and I'm more like, okay, let me help you not feel ashamed to go out there and do it. So he said, and that was kind of interesting, sometimes we need a break in order to process what's being said. So I'm just going to shut down for a couple of seconds, see what happens on your end. Now you tell me if that made a difference for you. Maybe you thought, oh, she's taking a break. Maybe you've been thinking it's the end of the broadcast. Or maybe you came up with some things yourself. And that's the cool thing when it comes to meditation. If you create meditations a certain way, you can actually help people, program them to fall asleep merely by the use of your voice, or you can actually help them wake up. Same story, different energy, and by changing that energy and changing the voice, changing the speed, you can make such a huge difference. So it's one of the things I think is really cool when it comes to hypnotherapy and the voice. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, there's so much we do not know about the brain just yet. Um, Having treated like hundreds of clients over here, and I don't know how many meditations, I've come to experience what it's like. So some people, they like being at the beach and listening to the sound of the waves. And then there are others, and they like to be, somewhere in forest. So it can be totally different. Some like to listen to the water of the ocean, the waves rolling. And then there are the ones you say, yeah, that's cool. Oh, you were a bunny. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I don't know if you heard it, but I've got some meditations, so let me know. So there are also those out there who are, when they are listening to the sound of the waves, they need to run to the restroom, especially guys. When they hear it rain, the first thing they want to do, I need, if they need to go, just turn on the faucet and they'll run. Um, So then there are people who cannot see anything. So you can tell them, see the color yellow or visualize being on the beach, and they just don't see it at all. So then you have to use other senses, like, for instance, touch, smell. I think smell is probably one of the more difficult things. Um, of course, what I hear, taste is another one. And yeah, music, that's a good one too. So I have a lot of CDs over here, and when I was busy with my clients, I needed to know what their preference was when it came to music. So, oh, there's something in the private chat. So hang on, what does the private chat say? Oh, there's an add to stream. Ah, Sam,
Yeah.
how long have you been there?
Forever.
Oh no, you said it right this minute. So did I pick up on it straight away?
No, I just got here. I just got here.
Ah, okay,
But it
that's good.
works.
Yeah, it works. That's so cool.
Now
Yeah, I was,
play around with the different buttons at the end at the bottom so you can see how you could change the screen.
as in right now, or
Yeah, play around with them. That's how you get that.
oh,
See?
this is a nice one.
Try
Yeah,
another
there's
one.
someone with me, Mary.
Try another one.
Okay, that's a big one. Huh? Share a screen to see how this layout is unique.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be a different one. What's this? Okay. Well, I'll stick to this one. I like this one. So that's good. So you were in the car driving?
Yeah. When we always got some errands to do. Well, not always, but sometimes we had errands to do after pick her up from work and all that good stuff. So even when I used to do the stream on this day, we still might run some errands from 4 to 4:30. I get home, get everything set up, and then ready to go. Like if we get home at 4:45, I'm pushing it, but we always make it work. So
Oh, she
um,
was basically cooking dinner when you picked her up and you were on the live.
no, she no she was working.
Yeah, so you picked her up
Yeah, from
and then you
school.
went live. So when you were going live, she would be cooking dinner because she always has dinner ready for you by the time you
Yeah,
start
but she
live.
doesn't. Yeah, but she doesn't start dinner till maybe 6, something like that, around 6 something my
Ah,
time. And then
okay.
it's ready at 7, and then it's just a matter of me getting my butt off the stream. And because if you start at 5, you should be able to get off at 6 o'clock or 6:30. But
Yeah,
that's another story.
yeah. That's true. So I'm going to ask you something.
Oh, me? Oh, here we
Yeah,
go. Let's go.
yeah. We're talking about speaking out and
Is it controversial?
communication. So
Is it
here's the one thing I want to know.
okay? Hold on,
You've been
wait.
married
What's the question? Hold on. Let me turn on my volume. Hold on. All right. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. What's the question again?
Okay, so you've been married for over 20 years?
I ain't gonna get too personal, but go ahead.
Well, you'll probably be able to answer this.
All right, go ahead.
What's the secret when it comes to communication, opening up, all that stuff, to being in such a good relationship for such a long time?
Oh
What would
my God, that's a long answer. Okay, I'm gonna get a short version. Um, this goes for all relationships, but it definitely applies to personal relationships. It's the 3 C's. I shared the 3 C's with you guys before, but um, but before I get to the 3 C's,
Zen is about frameworks?
um, 50% of success in all relationships is choosing the right person. Now, here's the caveat. It's kind of productive because you can't choose the right person until you first figure out who you are.
Yeah,
Because you're
that's
going to make
true.
that choice. So you're going to make a choice based on your perception, based on your confirmation bias, based on your beliefs, based on your feelings. So if you don't get you together, you're going to make the wrong choice.
Yeah.
And how most human beings operate, they
Well,
never
we even react to smell and all that stuff. So
how
we have a
most
certain
but how
image.
most about how most people, and I love you women, but mostly women, how they normally operate is when they make the wrong choice, they blame the choice they made when you made the choice. Because can't no man court you unless you give him permission. Now, maybe you thought you made the right choice, but when he starts showing you red flags, guess what you women want to do? Most women, I always got to qualify that because you guys, you know how it is, because you take everything personal. But most of them like, oh, I can fix him now. Well, he was already the wrong choice. What are you trying to fix? If you
Yeah, it
choose
won't
right
work.
from
You
the
can only fix yourself.
right, but again, the process is choose right from the beginning. You thought you chose right. Now you know he's wrong. Say goodbye. But no, let me try to fix what I chose wrong. Then you wonder why it gets worse. 50% of success in relationships is choosing the right person. Now, I'm talking about men now. Put it on men. Do men choose wrong? Yes, all the time. But men have this thing, most men have this thing when they realize, hey man, she really is crazy. Bye-bye. Because sometimes when we realize it's the wrong person, then we go ahead and say bye. Why do men leave? Because you're not right for him. You don't give him peace. You're combative. You argue. You fight. And that confirms in his mind, she's crazy. She's not right for me. Now, men want peace, ladies. They want respect. And if you can't give that to the man, any man of quality will leave you. He will not stay with you. So going back to my situation, let me turn this air on because you're making it hot in here. Goodness, Lady Lexy.
Yeah, I'm pretty much straightforward.
So going back to me.
By the way, women want peace and quiet too. I know that.
What's that? Hold on, wait. Say that again. Say that again.
A lot more.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. Who want what?
I know that women also want to be respected. They also want peace and quiet. And yes, we talk a lot more.
Look, Lady Lexy, everybody knows what women want. Everybody. What does men want? Well, everybody knows what women want.
That's the one thing. Do we really tell people or our better half what we want? Or do
women,
we keep it in?
All you have to do is listen. Women tell you what they want. They nag you. They complain. They tell their mama, their daddy, your mama, your daddy. They write. They text. Women, we know what women want. The problem is what do women give men what they want, and they don't. That's why men leave. So going back to my relationship.
The one secret.
Yes. Wow, I wish it was one. But if you want to, okay, let's go ahead. It's so broad. It's communication. Mm-hmm. But that's predicated on me choosing the right person. Now, I have standards. I have values. I have principles. If she does not line up with those standards, values, and principles, she is not, I would not make a commitment to her. So that's how it goes down. Now, the 3 C's for those out there who want to learn from this is number 1, there's got to be chemistry. If there's not chemistry, it just puts a damper on everything because we're all energy beings. Chemistry is energy, right?
Yep.
If the energy is not there, if the chemistry is not there, it sucks because what are you going to get excited about? What are you going to have goosebumps about? So, but does chemistry last? No, it doesn't. But it helps a lot to get off to a good start. First impressions are lasting. Number 2, when you start spending time with a person, are you compatible? And not just with values, but are you compatible mentally, physically, sexually, all these other things, and the compatibility, even financially, if the compatibility isn't there, and this for both sides, because you could be a man that makes money, but she likes to spend money. That's not compatible. You could be a person like to save, but he cannot manage money. That's not. You guys have all kind of arguments.
Are the things you want to know before living together or getting married?
Yes, and then in the compatibility phase, this is why you date before you commit to make sure it's compatible. Again, get upset if you want to with me, women. This is not my channel. This is Lady Lexy channel. I'll tell you how it is. But ladies out there, I know how you are. Guess what? Because I've interviewed you. I've coached you. You told me all your secrets. And ladies, you know you're not compatible with him or he's not compatible with you. And what do you do?
Before you go on,
I'm going to fix him. I'm going to fix him. He's a grown man. You can't fix him.
You can't fix anyone. Before you go on, I want
to share the third C. Hold on. The third C: chemistry, compatibility, and connection. If the compatibility is not there, you're not gonna have the connection. Connection leads to affection. So
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. And
if
I guess that I was referring to
but you
that.
but hold on, but you can't get to connection if you don't take care of the compatibility part. And that's where a lot of people break down. The chemistry, the compatibility, they break down. And they break down before that because they already choosing the wrong person because they haven't gotten themselves together. I don't care what nobody says. I know I've got science and research and many, many experts to back me up on this, that relationships are reflective. So if you're choosing the wrong person, it's not the person, it's you. Now, that's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
that's not what
that's
some
right.
people want
Based
to
on what we've
hear.
experienced.
Hold on, but Layla, that's not what people want to hear. Fine, you want us to sugarcoat and lie to you. That's what that. Okay, cool, but that's why you get the results you're getting. That's why you don't have the results you want because people are so afraid of you getting all upset and having temper
Yeah.
tantrums.
So
They just
let's go back to
they tell you
connection.
what you want to hear and lie to you. But guess what happened? At the end of the day, you don't get your results.
Yeah. So let's
If you
go
come
back to
over here to me and ask me to be totally honest with you, I'm like, are you sure you want to hear the truth? I've learned, it took me some time, but I've learned sometimes you really can't tell them the truth. You just got to tell them what they want to hear because it is what it is. So it's tough. But if you hire me as your coach, you have hired me to tell you the truth, and sometimes the truth will hurt. But we're gonna get you the results you want.
yeah.
But if you haven't
So
hired me, I'm gonna tell you what you want to
connection.
hear.
That one secret when it comes to connection, because chemistry. Yeah, it's so true, and we often and we don't know this, but a large part plays what we've seen when growing up. And unfortunately,
Well, it's no
also
excuse though.
bad things with
Yeah,
which
but
we
but
witnessed.
Lady Lex, it's no excuse. I'm gonna
Well,
prove it to you.
here's the thing, Zen. Um,
No, I'm gonna prove it to you
when
because
when
we still
when when do we learn to
no,
know
but
who we
we still
are?
have we still have agency. We still have agency. You have free will. I don't care what you saw growing up. Yes, it has to impact you, but also if you open your eyes, there's opposites of that. Oh, I saw this bad growing up. Well, now you know what not to do. And there's also examples of people who are successful. So it depends on how you want to focus. Because even if you grow up in a household where it's like, or an environment or around people who did it the wrong way, your brain knows that's the wrong way. I'm gonna do it the right way.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
people out there who are doing it the right way that you can go model them also, and you can get a coach. And again, at the
Okay,
end of the
Zen,
day,
hold on. Time out for a sec. Time out for a sec. Here's the thing, and you said it already
we done
before.
made the show interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, she's getting controversial. Relationships are always controversial.
No, 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 no. I think it's an important thing to speak about right here because you said it before on your own shows. A lot of people and what I've witnessed, they marry quite young, like in their 20s. So
Mm-mm.
over here, a lot of
I don't know what you talk. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
no
Not
doesn't
in
happen
America, they
anymore.
don't. Mm-mm.
Okay, well, from what I've seen, a lot of people marry in their 20s, and I'm always surprised.
If
But
you
over here, there are a lot of people who
if you
marry in
talk to
their
the
30s.
if you talk to the average American woman, they would tell you they're gonna wait till at least 30, 35. Some will
Yeah,
wait to
but that
40.
has changed over the years. That's good. Because what I wanted to say is when you start dating, you are not that developed yet. I mean, you need to learn. Your brain needs to develop what still happens till at least 25. Then you need to
Okay.
get all these experience. So before we talk
But
about
hold on,
becoming
wait, Lady Lexi.
close,
Hold on. Let me answer Mary in the chat. She says, where do you put hope, Zan? Always have hope, Mary. Always have hope. And I think it is important to stick with the truth. Mary, easier said than done. Come into my world. You tell people the truth, it doesn't go over too easy. Now, going back to what Lady Lexi said, now I'm Lady Lexi, don't embarrass yourself, okay? But I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. I need to get all this experience. Experience for what? What are you gonna
well,
learn
we
by
were talking just now,
no,
Sen.
no, no, oh, no, no. We talk about young
You
girls. We talk about
introduce
young women. Hold on. We
yourself.
talk about young women in their teens and 20s. Forget about teens in the 20s. I get all
No,
this
what I
experience.
was
Hold on. Wait. I get all this experience. Experience doing what? For what?
learning, growing,
For
knowing
what?
how to communicate with other people,
Really?
how
Really?
Oh, you don't think people need to learn that? And
Really? No,
learning
no, no,
that?
no, 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 no. Now, how I don't know how much you're gonna keep it real here, Lady Lexi. Come on now, you talking to me, and I
Yeah.
know this.
And
I
what
know
I'm
this.
saying
I
is
know
that
this subject
people,
very well. Okay, hold on. Let's stay with what you're saying. Let's not speak in code. Let's be real. They learning and getting experiences doing what in their 20s? Keep it real, Lady Lexi.
dating, having friends. Oh, I need to block someone again.
Friends? Okay, what kind of friends?
Yeah.
What kind of friends?
So the friends, okay, of
Okay,
course.
don't
First
play
of all,
Lady Lexi.
friends,
What kind of
they met.
friends? Don't, we can still keep it family on it. What kind of friends are they collecting?
The friends which are
No, no,
which
no, no, no.
are
Come on, Lady
from
Lexi. Why you?
and from
If you're gonna have a
school.
conversation with me, Lady, be honest. Come on now.
No, I am
What
being
kind
honest.
of friends? Hold on, wait. Hold on. Are you telling me? Hold on. Are you telling me, Lady Lexi?
Mhm.
Come on. Are you telling me? Oh, they're having all these platonic friends.
Well, of course, there you have the friends that you have relationships with too, as in
So,
sexual
so, so,
relationships.
so, so,
But it's
so.
not all that,
Yeah, but
you
you. Why don't
know.
you say that? Or why don't you say, Zan? They're having friends with benefits.
Well, I'm
See,
going to
you see what
talk
I mean? How we gonna have an honest conversation? Come on now.
well,
Come
Zen,
on.
you don't know
How are
this
we gonna have
about
an
me.
honest
No, no,
conversation?
no, 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 no. Yeah, and Mary is right.
How
Yeah,
are we gonna have an honest conversation?
yeah. You can have an honest conversation with me, but here's the thing, and you don't know this about me, but I've got a nickname, and I don't know how they came up with it. They basically, I'm being called a convent chicken.
A what?
Convent as in a nun, and a chicken because I don't know, maybe because I put my head in the sand. I don't think sexually straight away. I just don't. I just
Well, then
don't
you're
get
then
there.
okay
And
then
I'm
okay
also
then,
not.
but then you can't then don't speak for women then.
Well,
Because
this is
if you're saying to
what we
me,
were
oh
talking.
Zan, I'm not like the average woman, then you can't speak for women because this is not how
Okay,
women
what
operate.
I was trying to explain then was we were talking about, you said the first thing that we need to know is whether we are compatible or not. And then, of course, there's chemistry and then there's connection. First of all, what I wanted to know was the
But I
part
also ask you
and the
this.
connection, but going
I
back
also,
to
but I
compatibility.
also ask you, what do men
Let
want?
me let me finish for a sec.
Okay, all right.
So when it comes to compatibility, we we actually discussed, or you said it, and I agreed that is about personal development, learning about yourself, learning about what you need and who you are, and also about how to communicate with other people. So it means experience in life. Apart
And
from
that's why I ask you what type of
benefits,
experiences. I ask you what type of experiences.
not only the ones when we're talking about the benefits, we're also talking about when, when listening to someone, picking up on signals, being heard, actually hearing the other person, doing something with it, realizing
You
how
just be
you react
you're funny.
yourself when
You're
you're
funny.
upset.
You're funny. You're funny. Okay, all right, cool. This is why it's
So
difficult to talk to
we
women about
can,
relationships. This is
there's so
why it's so
many
difficult.
things.
And you're saying you're not like the average whatever. This is why it's so difficult to because you know what? Let me tell you something.
Hmm?
And of course I'm not trying to offend anyone, but women are so dishonest in these type of conversations. So dishonest.
Yeah, but how does it help them?
And not only dishonest, but you leave out stuff. I have to push you to say what type of friends, like platonic. Really, come on.
Well,
And you say,
if
well,
you
I'm not.
ask
I
me
don't
how
do
many
friends
friends
with
with
benefits.
benefits I've
In
had,
your, in your hold on, we
10.
talk about women in their 20s, right? Even in their 30s. You gonna tell me they don't do friends with benefits?
Well, first
We
of
can have an
all,
honest conversation.
when I was in my 20s, no, no,
Okay,
absolutely
okay.
not.
So Lady Lexi, not her.
But,
So
but
you represent 100% of women.
no, but that's not what I was saying. And I was talking about
Because
connection
I
here.
did say women. I didn't say Lady Lexi. We talking about
No,
women
but
in general.
I said, when I was asking for one little secret, I was
I gave
talking
it to you.
about the connection part because I believe that besides compatibility and chemistry, Because most people, they know at some
Even
point
Bonnie
whether they
said,
have chemistry or not.
yeah, Bonnie said you need social experiences, all kinds. I agree, Bonnie, but men and women socialize differently. We talking about women in their
Yeah, and
20s.
that's what we need to
Hold
learn
on, hold on. We
too.
talk. Hold on, hold on. We talk about women in their 20s. We talking
Or
about.
older.
I'm speaking on American women, but European women fall in the same category. Canadian women, Western women, all fall in the same category.
Yep.
Women in general. So, yeah, this is why it's so difficult, Lady Lexi, because y'all don't want to be honest and be frank about this. And then you take it. Well, not me. It's not about just you. We're talking about. We said women.
Oh, but listen, you are what I wanted to get to, and what I wanted to talk about is something else than you had. So we need to come to the same level, so we know what it is, what we wanted
Okay.
to address.
All right. So
If
let's
you've
leave
got
that.
something
Let's
else
leave
and
it
you
alone.
come out right
We're not gonna
behind,
get nowhere on that. Let's
so
leave that
this is
alone.
not
I
about
did,
being
but
dumb.
I did answer the question, though, didn't I?
Well, you talked about chemistry. You talked about
Yeah, but
the
before that can happen,
compatibility.
there's always cause and effect. And
Yeah.
if you choose the wrong person,
And that's what I meant
it's
when it
not gonna
came to
work out.
growing up.
It's not gonna work out. I don't care how you
How
slice it, it's
do
not gonna work
people
out.
straight away know how to choose the right person? Because they need to build experience in life.
Well, again, this is where the problem comes in at. And this is where this is where you guys are disingenuous. Because how many experiences do you need? Answer this. Hear about this. How about let me ask you a question. Check this out. This is a good question. Because see, this is the missing piece.
Mhm.
Women, we love you, but this is the selfishness of women and the self-centeredness of women. Eventually to do what? You preparing yourself for what? Is it marriage? Is for a man? Okay, what does that man want? And women never stop to think, what does that man want and how do I qualify myself for that man? So now you're going out here to getting all this other experiences that does not matter in the end for the man that you really want. Because what does that man want? You think he want a woman that got all those experiences?
Well, I think that most people want someone who is a little
Okay,
bit
here we
more
go.
valuable so they can
You didn't answer my question,
flow.
Lady Lexi. You didn't answer my question. See, you don't understand men. What do most men want, Lady Lexi? A woman with all these experiences?
Well, I think they usually want someone they can make them to be someone they like to be.
See, and this is the code you guys use. You know what I'm talking about, but y'all play really like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Stop it. That's why we can't have the conversation.
Mary is
And you know what? But that's okay. That's why you guys
This
get
is
the
not,
results that
no,
you
no,
get.
no, Sen. This is not about me being dishonest or not. This is me really not knowing where you want to go. That's what you're hearing. So
What
you
do
got
Lady
something.
Lexi?
You
What do
already have your answer in
no
your
no? What
mind.
do listen? What do men want? Women don't know.
So
What do
tell me,
men
what
want?
do men want?
I shouldn't have to tell you guys that at this stage. I shouldn't have to tell you. You should know that already.
Well,
Because you
what
know why?
I've
Hold on, wait.
experienced,
Lady Lexi, you know what you
what
should know?
I've
Hold on, wait,
experienced, what men
wait.
want,
Lady, you
wants
know
to be
what you should know,
taken
Lady
care
Lexi?
of.
Hold on, you know why you should know? Because I've had all these experiences.
Okay, well, most men, from what I've been told, is want to be taken care of.
What does that
That's
mean?
what they want.
Hold
They
on.
want
What does
someone
that mean?
to pamper them. Make sure that they get fed, they get, well, not get dressed. That would be a little bit, but when they come home, that it's cozy, that it's nice, that they can relax, they can sit back, they can have good conversation, they can get their meal,
Okay.
and they
All
have
right. Let's start.
companionship.
Okay. No,
And
but
of course,
okay.
they also
No,
want
no,
something else.
okay. So you're telling me since you made it about you, let's talk about you. So because
No, this is
you're not the average.
this is what I've heard in general from the
Yeah, but
guy.
you're not the you. I think we can admit you're not the average girl, right?
No, but I am talking about
So
multiple guys
you're
that did.
definitely an out, but you're definitely an outlier, right? You're the exception to the rule. So this is not even going to work, but we could go there and have this conversation. You're the outlier. You're not the average, typical female. So
Yeah,
you're the
but
outlier.
Yeah.
So this conversation is not going to be that impactful, but let's go there. So
I just wanted one secret from you, Zen.
I gave it to you,
Don't
but
wait
no,
for me.
all right, because we can go there, and it's not gonna, it may not end well, but we can go there.
Okay, you tell me what men want. I'm going to
Nah, it
forget.
doesn't. Nah, I'm not gonna go
You're
into
the
it.
guy.
We ain't gonna go into it. We ain't gonna go into it. But
But what is
but
no?
I did. I think I answered. I think you answered your question. At the end of the day, none of this stuff works. None of these C's work. I don't care if it's communication, if it's compatibility, if it's connection, if it's none of chemistry. None of that stuff works if you choose the wrong person. Period. It just doesn't work. It's like you can't get here if you're going the wrong direction. You got to first of all go the right direction, and that gives you a chance to get to your destination. And most people, especially women, choose the wrong person. And then the caveat is, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, now you know. Then why do you stay?
Yeah, yeah, and by the way, the same applies to men too. That's on both ends.
Not as much, though. Not as much. What happens with men, most men, they get stuck because the women have the kid or something like that. They get stuck. Most men try to get away. Once they find out, oh my God, this is not what she deceived me. She tricked me. She's an actress. She played me, and they try to get away. And sometimes what makes them stick is because only two reasons. They got a kid, if he's a responsible, or he's so, and I'm saying, gentlemen, I'm telling the truth, okay? But he is so inept when it comes to relationships. He's like, I can't get nobody else, so I might as well stay, even though it's bad for him. Because he doesn't think he can get somebody else. I'm like, you've got that one, dude. There's like 4 other billion people out here. But that's a confidence issue. That's some self. That's some
Yeah,
other
there's
stuff.
a lot of
But
confidence
but
in
but
people.
men, but here, even those men who force themselves to stay, they still leave. Now, this is across
Yeah,
the board.
in the mind.
Hold on, this is across the board. I don't care if it's I don't want to call out names because I might have to work with these people one day, but they could be beautiful actresses and all that kind of stuff, and they can't keep a man. You're like, hold on, you got money, you got fame, you got beauty, you got the body, and why won't a man stay? I'm not talking about an average girl who's like a 4 or 5. I'm talking about an 8, 9, or 10. Like, just wow, look how beautiful it is, how beautiful she is, and she got the fame and all this, and
So
they
where
still
does
leave.
respect come into all of this?
Okay, all right,
Respect and understanding one another and having fun together and
okay, all right.
where that?
Tell me how that works. I'm listening. Tell me how it works. Because
No,
that's y'all.
it's my
That's
question to
women's. Hold
you.
on. That's
Where does
women's.
it come
Hold on.
into
Hold on.
play?
That's women's default all the time. And where's your respect for the man? Why do you got to nag him? Why do you got to argue with him? Why do you got to fight with him? Or
Well,
where's the
let's
respect
be
for the man? Because
honest.
once,
If
hold
you're
on,
nagging nonstop,
once you disrespect a man, his love for you goes out the window.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
women disrespect men all the time, and you know that, Lady Lexi.
Well, a lot of women have
I'm not saying men don't disrespect
so.
women, but if you choose the right person, the level of respect is not an issue because this is the person you chosen the right person. You have not chosen the right person, and you guys start fighting and arguing. The respect goes out the window because you can't say something emotionally or mentally psychologically hurtful to a man and say, better respect me. Now, men should not ever put their hands on a woman, but women put their hands on men too. See, that's not an
Yeah,
even
does
playing
happen.
field here
Doesn't
because
happen that often,
sometimes
but
the way the picture is portrayed, bad men, and women are like angels. Come on, man, stop it.
no, you'll never hear me say
Because I've had so
that.
many,
You'll
I've
never hear
counseled,
me say
I've
that
had so
women
many
are
women
angels.
and men in my counsel. I've had couples in my counsel.
Zen, you'll never hear me say that women are angels because I don't believe they are.
Hey, sugar and
There
spice.
might
Hey,
be a
hey,
couple out there, but I
Lady
don't know what.
Lexi, sugar and spice and everything nice.
Yeah, but women are not angels. That's not the way it works. And that gets
Well,
me back
I know that
to,
too, but if you try to bring some reality to the situation, oh my God, you're bashing women. I'm like, no, I'm being honest. Women are just human like anybody else.
well, I didn't
I mean,
say
hold
women.
on, you know what's so
So,
funny? You know what's so funny? A woman tell me even women don't like women because they know how they really are.
well, honestly, I prefer talking and hanging out with guys as opposed to
But
girls.
even when she said, see, like I said, you're not average. You know, you got to stop that,
No,
lady.
I'm not average because
That's
I
a bad
grew
prism.
up in a
That's a
men's
bad
world.
prism. That's a bad prism. You got to speak for the majority. But look, right here, Mary
Well,
says
no, no,
sometimes
no,
we
I don't
confuse.
have to. I don't have to speak for the
Okay,
majority.
don't
So,
then,
because what I said
don't then.
here is about being authentic. It's about speaking out. It's about
It is
understanding yourself.
okay.
And when it comes to getting into relationship, and I think that was one thing that you pointed out really well, is about getting to understand yourself, getting to understand your ways, your choices, the way you operate, and
But see,
also getting
that's
to
it, Lady
understand
Lexi.
why other people do so.
If you do that, if you took the time to understand yourself, right? You know what you want and what you don't want. So then, why do you have to have this experience of dating all these different guys? What is that going to teach you? How does that?
We're
Because what
talking
because the
about
research. Let me show you what the research shows, Lady Lexi. Women, again, do what you want, ladies. Okay, but I'm just saying with the research because the results are no joke. Do what you want, ladies, but you want to go out there and have all these experiences and date all these different guys. The research shows that you are even more confused at what you want because of all these experiences, and the experiences are not all platonic, Lady Lexi. Let's keep it real. So when you
and
have
that's
all these,
why personal
so
development and
when
coaching
we
and also working and personal development are such good things because that gets you out of your normal environment. It exposes you to other environments.
mhm.
And when you hang out in different communities and you talk to different coaches and you get your own courses and you get to think about, reflect on your own actions,
Okay,
that's
let me
when you
see.
finally get to understand how people work, how you tick, and in general, so I'm
Okay,
not
all
speaking for
right,
you,
but I'm
but
just saying,
how
Lady
I tick.
Lexi, we're not going to agree on this. You know that, right? Because the research does not lie. We got the evidence. We've got the data. And women can do it that way. But ladies, how's that working out for you?
Well, maybe that's exactly what I want to say right here, that this is not about non-stop dating, ditching the other one and then going for the next one. I mean, I tell my clients too, if you stop with this one, you're going to meet a similar one. Why? Because you have the similar mindset, you have the similar traps in your mind. So you're still looking for that one person who's not going to give you what you want because you know what you want, but you're choosing always the other one because you're used to certain things they do, but you're not aware of this. And that's why they need
All
to
right.
learn and
All
experience.
right. Confusion. Confusion.
Yeah,
All right.
confusion. And I'm not talking about women only. This applies to men too.
Men
And
are
that's
doing
we
good.
come back to personal development, growth, interacting, talking
I know
about it
plenty. I
with
know,
your
listen, I
friends,
know
with your
plenty of
colleagues.
men. I know plenty of men. They're doing just fine. The people out here complaining a lot and crying a lot are the women. Now, there are some men that got some issues out there too, but most of the men I know, compared to the most of the women I know, it's a game. I'm telling you, and men got more time than women do. Women have a small window, but that's another story.
Yeah,
Because
that's
let me
a
tell you
different
something.
story. I think it's an interesting topic to discuss.
Well, I mean, if you go back and understand the concept of SMV, which is sexual market value, this is getting too deep. Look, let me show you. Let me say, let's go over here.
Yeah, that's
So Mary says sometimes we confuse infatuation with love and discover the difference only when we are too deep in the relationship. Okay, but Mary, are we talking about a grown woman or are we talking about a child? Well, I'm should say I don't like to say child. I'm sorry. Are we talking about because I'm not even gonna go under 18. But infatuation is normally reserved for teenagers. We are adults. Are we still dating in our 20s like we were when we was 14, 15, 16 years old?
Yeah, so I guess it's good to
Are
go
we
to
making
make an age
excuses? Are we
because
making excuses
depending.
for not okay, anyway, sometimes men misunderstand beautiful and rich women. Well, how come beautiful and rich women don't misunderstand men? See, the ladies, I'm telling you right now, your number one issue is you do not understand men. We understand you,
Well,
but you don't
let's
understand us.
let's change this then into beautiful and rich people.
No, but she
No,
said women.
no. Let me just change it for a sec to beautiful
Well,
and
hold
rich
on.
people
Let's
because
do
the
Bonnie.
way people.
Let's do Bonnie. Can we do Bonnie? Bonnie says,
No. First, let's do this one.
all
And
right.
because I think it's important that when whether you're a woman or man, when you are looking beautiful and you've got money to spend, whether you had to work for it or not, let's say you didn't have to work for it because daddy or mommy dearest had the money, then you are used to being treated a certain way. And that's a problem because
Okay. Oh, you mean
because
men or women? You mean men or women?
no. I said in
Girls or
general.
boys?
I said in general. In general, when people are used to having money, looking good, people will react to them in a certain way,
Okay. But what does that
which
got to do
will
with
make
what we're
it
talking?
hard for the
What does that got to do with what we're talking
equal
about?
relationship when it's a balance. Probably when they meet someone who is used to the money and the looking good as well. That
Okay.
if we get back to experiences and how people react to you, that's how you probably respond.
But why are you? Hold on. Okay. So why are you comparing how a guy who's you're 21, he's 22. Why are you comparing how he treats you based on how your daddy treats you? That's a grown man who's got more resources. This is a young man just trying to get through college. That's so
No, I
unfair.
didn't.
That is so unfair to compare him. You need to buy me a car and take me here and take me. That's your daddy. Your daddy have to do that. This is a guy you're dating.
Okay, you are coming from a different angle than I am because I
So I
wasn't
don't understand what you're saying.
about. Yeah, I wasn't talking
That's what I
about.
said. Let's go to Bonnie's comments. Thank you. So and Lady Lexy, I mean, respectfully, if you're not in this game and you're on the
Oh,
outside,
I mean this game.
no, no, but no, no, no,
Don't.
no, no, but not you're not in the average women's game. You're on the outside.
Well, I am for the ones who
I
do
normally deal with
understand why
I
they
normally
don't
deal,
get to
yeah.
people. I'm for the ones
So
who
this is none. So
are
I
looking
wish
good
I
ones
wish we
when
could
it
have
comes
this.
to
Hold on. I
inclusion.
wish we could have this conversation without you putting yourself in it personally. But women can't do that, can they? They take everything personal. I wish you could talk about it from an average woman's point of view. I
Yeah,
can.
but Sen, this show is not for the average people. This show is about the ones who are normally not included. This is about
Okay,
the
and so we
people
have
who
to. Then
learn to
we
speak
need
out.
we need to put that on there because if you say woman, I'm thinking average woman.
Oh,
So
it was
you
in my description
so you
because
need
I.
to we need to put that qualifier on there. Zan, we talking about 10% of women or 5% of women. Oh my God. I don't have no answers for you. Because you asked me about my situation. I'm just an average guy.
Yeah, but you do have a little secret why you and your woman, your wife, are doing so good because
I
that's
but
not common.
well,
I can see it all the
well,
time.
and I tried to tell you. I have I told you, Zan have standards.
Yeah,
Zan have principles. Zan has values. I know myself very well. I know women very well. So when I date a woman, if she does not meet my standards, she's got to go bye-bye. Has women got mad at me? Yeah. I meet a woman, she
yeah, okay.
smoked me.
But
Hold on,
you're
wait, hold on.
married for way longer than you've been dating. So
What's
now
that?
we're talking about your current wife. And
Right,
I
but she
assume
met.
that
Hold on,
you've been
but yeah,
married in
but hold on,
over a
wait.
year.
But Lady Lexi, she met my requirements.
Yeah.
Or
But
she
how
would
long
not have
have
got
you
hold
been married
on,
now? Like a
or she
decade?
would not have gotten a second date or a third date or a fourth date.
Hmm.
She
Hmm.
met my requirements, or she would
Yeah.
not have been allowed to live with me.
Yeah, but I wanted to talk about And that's why I asked, how long are you together? Because it sounds like you're together for like a decade or couple of decades.
19 years. 19
Yeah,
years.
that's exactly it. So what do you do in order to keep it nice and fresh and to, that one secret? That's what I was looking for.
Well. You know what? You need to listen respectfully, ladies and gentlemen out there. You need to get you one first. Don't be asking for advanced stuff when you ain't even got you can't even got the basics. Don't be asking about algebra and geometry and trig and calculus when you don't even know your one, two, threes and your pluses and your minuses. Get your basics together first. All that, because you can build upon that, but you can't build on something you don't have. There are a lot of people out there who are single and lonely and can't even get a relationship. And you want to know about all this? I gave you the basics.
Yeah, because I do believe that by
It's
witnessing
easy
what
to build
other
once you have the
people do,
foundation. You
we
got to get
can
the
learn.
foundation together first. But anyways, let me see. Bonnie, I'm sorry, Bonnie. I've been trying to get to your comments, but this lady right here
Yeah,
would not let me do it.
I can, I
Actually,
can.
you know what? Where am I?
Okay,
This
we
is
do
her
that a
show.
lot.
She should get to the comments. What am I doing? Like it's my show. It's her
Well,
show. You
I
read
get
her
it. You're
comments.
so used to doing your own life.
You read
I
her
love it,
comments.
then. I love it. So let's go to the comments because you're right. I need to get to the comments.
I'm like, come on, man.
So,
It's her show.
yeah, lust and love are different. That's what she said. You don't have to all have experience dating, just social interaction, which basically was what I
See, there we
was
go again.
referring
There
to.
we go again. Y'all missing it big time. You're missing it big time. Terrible. I mean, love you, body, but this is not how it works. You see how
Well,
she talks? No, no, you see how y'all talk? Y'all don't care about what I mean. Okay, keep
okay, so
okay.
we're going to go through Bunny's
This is
answers, right?
terrible. This is
So
terrible.
here, the human brain isn't fully developed until 26 at least. That's what I
What
said to you.
25, but okay. And
Yeah,
then Mary
it's
says,
25, but still,
that's
um,
okay, 25, 20. I go with that,
but still,
okay.
we need to learn a lot of things. Just look at, of course, there's a difference here between the Netherlands and the US. So in the
Yeah, but
Netherlands,
hold on, no,
we
no.
let,
Finish
let me.
Bonnie's. Hold on. Finish Bonnie comments because see, you guys, this is so unfair. She said this isn't about dad buying stuff. It's about the respect dad
Yeah,
shows.
can
Your
we
hold
just
on, wait,
take one
wait, wait,
comment at
wait,
a
wait, wait.
time?
Your daddy has to show you respect. I don't have to show you respect if you're disrespectful to me.
Yeah, she was
You're
referring
not my
to when you
daughter.
said buying cars.
You're not my wife. You're not. I don't have to show you respect if you're disrespectful to me or you're making demands that's unreasonable. When I just got to know you, I know women that ask men for all kind of stuff like he don't even know your last name. What is wrong with you? And we know she's just trying to hustle him. Okay, how are we supposed to know?
Can we just stick to one comment at a time? That makes it a little bit easier.
You guys,
You
I
know,
mean,
now we
well,
are
Mary
going
said I
all
was
back
answering
and
to a specific
forth.
issue about beautiful and rich women who cannot have or keep a man. Boy, y'all take everything so personal here. My goodness. Because that's the
Okay,
exception to the rule. It's the exception to the rule. How many beautiful, rich women are there out here? You talk about single digits. Come on. Beautiful
yeah,
and rich. And how does she become rich?
yeah. So let's go to the last
Very,
comment
this is
that
so
Bonnie is posting.
myopic.
Let's go to the last comment because this
Wait,
is
wait, wait. Okay, hold
basically
on.
what.
She says, how are we supposed to know what men want if we don't interact with them or they won't tell us? Now, here's the question. Why won't they tell you?
Well, that's a good question because I asked you at some
So
point what
hold on. She
that
said,
want.
I mean, the example dad shows by the way he treats his wife, we learn from our parents first. But have we not realized that we live in a society for the last, I don't know where you guys have been at, but for the last 2 to 3 generations, mommy and daddy is not there.
Yeah, and that's maybe a problem.
Yeah, well, that's a whole
So
nother
where
deeper
do we
conversation.
learn our
But
values?
mommy and daddy are not always together. Now, I was fortunate and I grew up in a household with mommy and daddy, but I know a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I know in previous generations, they didn't grow up with mommy and daddy.
Yeah,
And the way a
that
dad treats his
so who
daughter,
teach
listen to me, ladies, listen to me, ladies. If you have your dad, wonderful, collect, but how your dad treats you is not a barometer how a man who is, see, here we go again. I can't even say it because you guys are, I can't even say it because we can't have an honest conversation because A guy you're dating has a different interest in you than your daddy does. And how
Yeah,
you treat him, hold on, wait, ladies, and how you treat that guy that's interested in you in a different way than your daddy is different than how you treat your daddy.
yeah, but you know what she's referring to? We were talking about, and I said it was in
Mary,
general.
that's not,
We
hold
were
on.
talking about people
Hold
who
on, Mary, that's not true. Mary says, Zan, we care about what men want, just that most times
time.
it's not
It's
easy.
not
That's not
easy.
true, Mary. Mary, you may care. Lady Lexy may care. Bonnie may care. But most women don't give a damn about what a man wants. They want what they want from a man, but they don't care about what a man wants. I know this for a fact.
Well, I should tell you.
I had women tell me the
Sen,
honest to God. I had women in my sessions tell me the honest to God truth.
yeah. So Zen, let me give you a little example. Something I told one of my male clients, by the way. I remember him telling me that he said, "I'm the boss," and I looked at him. Oh, you really think so? Yes, I am, because I'm the one who decides, and I'm the one who brings in the money. By the way, his wife brought in money too. Said,
Okay.
"Nah, I think you're mistaken, but you're not realizing it, because even when a woman is made to believe or feel on the outside, listen, on the outside, that she's not the one in charge. I know women have their own ways to get things done, and
Well,
they will do it. They just won't tell
Leo
it.
agrees with
They
you. He says,
hear it.
Lady Lexi rules. There you go. And Bonnie says, see, this is like I said, you guys, this is so funny. Bonnie says, you don't have to be old to be respectful. My 5-year-old understands respect. Okay, so now we're talking about 5-year-olds.
No, we
Bonnie,
were
come on.
talking. No, we were talking about the
We're
how do
talking
we
about we're
learn.
talking about we're talking about young adults dating and that
We
interaction.
weren't even talking about dating, Sen. We were talking in general.
No, but I'm
How
responding
do
to
people
Bonnie. Hold on, I'm
communicate?
responding to Bonnie's comment in context of what I was saying earlier. You
Well, the
cannot bring a
context
five.
had to do with
You
where do
can't
you
bring a
learn your
five. You can't bring a
skills?
5-year-old into this conversation or daddy in this conversation. It's a different interaction between a 21-year-old boy or man, young man, and a 21-year-old girl. This is not. This is that type of back and forth is different because you can't sit
That's true.
here. Hold on, I'm not gonna allow you guys to do this. Not on my
No,
watch.
there's a
You can't. Hold
difference.
on. You can't sit here and bring me into a conversation with the presupposition that women are always respectful to men and that all
No,
women
that's
deserve
not true.
hold on,
That
hold on,
there aren't.
or that all women deserve respect when they have shown themselves to be disrespectful. All you gotta go
Hey,
is go, hold
Sen,
on,
have you heard what I said?
all you have to do is go
Have you
look at
heard
so hold
me?
on, wait. All you
No,
gotta do is go
you've
look
heard
at so
me.
all you
I
gotta do
said
is look at social
I
media.
agree that not
Yeah, but
every
all
woman
you have to
is
do is
respectful to
well,
others.
all you have to do is go look at social media and you say, I'm supposed to respect that? I'm supposed to respect that?
Yeah, but it's true. Not all women are respectful to men, and
But the
vice
pre,
versa.
but the
Not
pre.
at
Oh, I
all
gotta go. Look
problem.
at that. See, look what you did to me. Like, I gotta go. But look, but the presupposition is there, just in the comments. But that's okay.
No, 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 no.
Ladies,
I
at the end of the
haven't read
day,
anywhere. I
hold
haven't
on,
read
ladies.
anywhere in the comments that either Bunny or Mary or whoever
Well,
is
so
saying
Mary
that
said, hold on.
women
Mary
are
said,
always
look at Mary said,
respectful.
listen. She's like, Mary says to me, Zan, you need to listen to us. Why do you think we all here seem to think in the same way? Because you're women. Okay. And I don't think the way women think. I'm a man. I'm never gonna think the way you think. So, and if that's so, hold on. And Mary, respectfully, if that's so true, then how come women don't get since they're all thinking the same way, then how come they all don't get the same results?
Because we're not. And I don't think any human is
So,
completely alike.
Bonnie's saying the point is respect is learned, and age is not the barometer for respect. That goes for all humans, men and women. I agree, but again, when we talk about an individual personal relationship, the way a person interacts with you makes a big difference on how much or how little you respect them. Because some women got a freaking mouth on them, Bonnie, whether they're 16 or 60, and you expect a man to respect that. when she's calling him all kind of names and saying all kind of things. Come on, women are
Yeah,
not.
let's face it, Sam. This show is not meant for the women who know when
But
to
I'm
say what.
answering. I'm
They
trying to.
don't have to come here because they know
I'm
when to
answering the
express
question. Let me see.
themselves.
That relationships are most times not really like mathematics, where 1 + 1 makes 2. Right, Mary. But but things do add up, and when they don't add up, when things don't add up, start subtracting. And if you said it's not 1 and 1 that makes 2, they're not mathematics. Then Mary, please, respectfully, I love you, but then why do women want money? That's math right there. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Money is mathematics. He got to buy me this. He need to buy me that. Da 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 da. How much does that cost? That's numbers. That's math. So, um, Bonnie says, no, I don't. I expect them to walk away, whether a man or woman. Right. But we know that doesn't happen. And Bonnie, respectfully, I know men who I say, dude, walk away. And she walks right behind him and she would jump on his back. You don't walk away from me. I'm
Yeah,
talking
let's
real life.
start with what Bunny says. We need to start with respecting ourselves, and that's something you
So,
said.
so
I don't
Lady
know
Lexi,
how
hold on, say
ago.
it again. Lady Lexi, say it again. Please say it again. Say it again. Please
First
say it
and
again.
foremost, respect yourself,
Okay,
and that's
so
what
time,
you
pause,
actually
pause,
said
pause,
like half an hour
pause, pause,
ago.
pause, 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 pause.
Yeah.
First and foremost, respect yourself. Now, ladies, leave men out of this. I don't care if it's WAP with Meg the Stallion, the rest of them. Okay, where's the respect yourself when it comes to that? Let's ladies out there on social media, show me the self-respect. Come on, ladies. And how come you ladies don't check other ladies about how they disrespecting themselves? So before they talk about men disrespecting them, how come ladies don't have enough respect and putting themselves out there like that?
Jen,
See? Okay, but you ignore that.
maybe a
Okay,
strange question, but
ignore
um,
that. Okay, ignore that.
did we actually go from one to entirely over
I know,
here? We're
but you know
going
what?
back
I
and
went.
forth.
Lady Lex, don't blame me now. I'm going where the conversation took us. Come on now.
I'm just saying, how did we get
And
there?
Lady Lexi, you see how quick you brushed that away? You know what they doing out there on social media, Lady Lexi. Come on.
Well, no. I agree with what she says about respect, and I want to
Right.
get
Hold on,
back to
wait. So, okay,
earlier.
is
Sen,
this
I want to
fair?
go back to earlier in the
Is this fair?
conversation.
Is this fair? Hold on. Is this fair?
What is fair
Before,
is that I
no,
want
let
to
me
go
ask you a
back to
question. This
earlier
is
in
a
the
question.
conversation.
Before you can ask them, okay, look, number one, let me be very clear before you guys misconstrue my words. I think all men should respect women. But before a man can
And
respect
vice
a woman,
versa.
hold on. But I also think all women should respect men. We know
Yes.
that's not always true. But before we can ask men to respect you, shouldn't you first respect yourself?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so then
that's
all you got to do is go to OnlyFans or some of these other sites out there. You tell me how much respect women have for themselves. Look at Instagram. Look at all the stuff and how they all look at all the stuff they're doing out there, and then they want those same young men to like, oh, I respect you, I want to marry you. Come on.
okay. So now I'm going back in time
See, you
to
see what she
future.
did, guys?
Hold on.
As long as they
No,
know what you
no,
just
no,
did.
Zen.
You see what she did? Oh, let's
No,
go. Let's go. You see what she
Zen,
just did?
time out now, Zen. I I want to get into certain things. So when I have a conversation with people, I like to stick to certain things before we go haywire to all the other things we can go to.
Like I'm
And
making
what
this
I
up, Lady Lexi.
love,
This is your group. This is your comment section.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
supposed to ignore that? Okay, I can ignore it. I ignore
Okay,
it.
Zen, let me talk for a sec, please. Thank you. So what I loved when you came on, what I really loved was when you mentioned that we need to learn to know one another, ourselves. We need to learn to grow. That's why you also have personal development. We have coaches. And that's hopefully when we get to understand that what we've been brought up with doesn't necessarily have to be good. And something else you said, and I think that's a very good point as well, is that you said a lot of people nowadays, the current generations, do not grow up with parents. either because they're divorced or because the both of them are working. So who is raising people? Who is teaching them about respect? And that's the whole thing.
Look
If
at the
we
comment.
want to know
Look at
about
the
it,
comment section. Look at the comment section.
yeah, I did look
I
at the
give, I give,
comment
I
section.
give one example, and I didn't say there's many examples. I did say Instagram. I did say this. I said social media. We know that OnlyFans is not a representative of most women, right? Come on. But Lady Lexy just told you just now, she's not representative of most women. She's her own little silo over here. So,
Yeah, but I also said
but
something
here's the
else. I
problem,
wanted
Bonnie.
to go
But
back.
wait. Let me address Bonnie real quick. I'm good. Bonnie, here's the problem. When young men come to me, this is the people they're dealing with in their environment. And they bring this. I didn't even know OnlyFans existed until I had about 5 or 6 guys tell me this in my. I'm like, what is that? Then I just ignored it. What is that? And that's what I need to go look this up. And this is the people in their dating market, not for these old fogies out here. I have to deal with young people. Maybe you don't. I do. This is their reality. So before you dismiss that,
Yeah, but you know what?
no. She's saying Leo
We
is saying, Xander, man, you're cool, but stay on the road. Okay,
because we
Leo,
are going in multiple directions.
okay. Then I'm going with your comment. I'm going with the people making
No,
comments.
and I wasn't going with comments.
So
I was
ignore them.
no, I didn't go with the comments. I said let's go back to
Well,
when you came
Leo, you
on.
came in late, but listen, Leo, to my credit, because I'm gonna give myself credit, I answered all of her questions. When she asked me, I answered. I gave her more than what she asked for. The comment section over here has taken us to where we're at. Now I can just ignore everybody, and I can do that. But I only got a couple more minutes anyway. So Leo, before you start talking all this, well, you're talking, Mr. Peters. Why don't you bring your butt on? Why don't you come on here and show me how it's done? Come on here and then show me how to have a conversation with Lady Lexy. Don't talk about it, be about it. I'm
Yeah,
assuming you're a
let's
guy.
see if he knows how to
I'm
get
assuming you're a
her.
guy. So if you're a
No,
guy,
Leo is on
then
Facebook.
don't talk about it, bro. Come on here and show me how it's done.
Leo is on Facebook. So Leo, I put
Well, Leo, whatever your name is, come
link.
on here and show me how it's done.
Yeah. Hang on, just calm down for a sec. So I just posted the StreamYard link. I suppose it's on Facebook too. So Leo, if you want to come in, please do. So it's correct. It's Bunny can see Leo.
Yeah, quit
That's
talking and come on in.
entirely true.
Yeah, quit
But what
talking
I
and come
wanted
on in.
to say, and again, what one of the things, and I think that's maybe one of the most important things
Yes,
that was
Mary.
said in this entire conversation is we need to learn from other people. We need to learn what's going on in other people's mind. We need to learn what's going on in the minds of men as vice versa. So what you say, we speak a lot, but how do we even listen? Do we listen enough? Do we ask enough? What's going on in your head? You know, and if there's one thing that's really important about all of this, it's about if we want to be in a relationship and we want to keep it good and fresh and nice and
So do you
respectful,
want to be in a
then we need to
relationship?
know what respectful
So
is.
do you want to be in a relationship?
I'm sorry, what's
Do
your
you want to be
question?
in a relationship?
What's that question?
Do you want to be? You brought it up since we're supposed to be on topic. Do you want to be? I'm talking about what you're talking about, not what they're talking about. I
Well,
mean,
I
even
think
Mary,
people
I agree.
want
She's
it.
like, I love you much, coach, but you know, we have hardly agreed on our different perspectives about relationship. That's okay to disagree. I hope it's okay on her show to disagree. Like everyone should have a voice,
Yeah.
but we're not going to think alike on the situation. And I like my results, ladies and gentlemen. I like my results. So my thinking has gotten me the results that I have, and I like it. So you said earlier about relationships. Do you want to be in a relationship?
Well, actually, before you came on, I was talking about um, how to read people, how to listen to people, how to process things,
And Mary
with the words
Mary
being
said there are
said.
many parameters about love which cannot be reduced to a fixed set of mathematical rules. So
Yes.
sometimes we get it right and sometimes not, even after we did all the homework. Okay, then let it be what it is. People get results, and then you have to live with those results. I like my results, so I'm not going to change my perspective. I've got men who are under me who I have taught and coached, and they got good results too. Some women, they got good results too when they want to listen. But when they don't want to listen, okay, you make certain choices and you deal with those consequences. But my stuff works, and I've got 19 years to prove it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what my first question was. If you can share
I
one little,
tried to answer that and then went off the
well,
rails.
you gave a myriad of things, and whereas I agree with the chemical
I was
stuff
trying to be
and the
specific.
connection
I was trying to
and
be
the
specific.
compatibility, because it's not like I
But you can't
disagree
you
with
can't
you.
get to
I
unless you
agree.
got but Lay Lexi, you can't get to those three C's unless you get unless you take care of you first.
Yeah,
Because you're
I
going
guess,
to hold on
and
because you're
that's what
going
we
to
start
make
out
a
with.
choice. Hold on, because you're going to make a choice. And if you're already wrong headed, you're going to make a wrong choice.
Yeah.
So
So
you're
now
never going to get.
back
So you're
here.
never going to get to my quote unquote secrets of relationships because you already are wrong headed. You got wrong beliefs. You got wrong whatever. So if you're wrong headed,
So
then
we get back to
it's not going to
learning
work out.
about personal development, about what respect
No,
is,
but
but
your
also
thing
in
was
other people's minds.
this is what went off the rails. Oh, and this was you was being disingenuous. Oh, we need all these experiences with all these different people and all these learning. And I'm telling you, that ends in confusion.
And what do you teach? And when you talk to people as a coach, you give them different perspective, I might suppose.
Okay.
Because if they would keep the same
You're taking
perspective, they
things out
wouldn't
of
come to
context
you.
again. That's different. You're taking things out of context.
No, I'm not, because we were talking
That's
about
not fair. You can't like, oh, when I give people different things in my coaching sessions, it's still based on who they are and where they want to go and what works to get them there. When it comes to relationships, you're not consulting me about before you meet a boy or meet a man. You already go out here doing your own darn thing, and you already date. Look, I know women, they date 5 or 6 guys during the week, and you expect. Okay, y'all just so disingenuous about this. Y'all so full of it. Y'all so full of it, and you know you are. You're so full of it. But look, here's one thing you can't. Here's one thing. Listen, ladies, and I love all of y'all. But this thing about relationships, we're never gonna agree on this, and that's cool too. That's cool. We can agree to disagree. But one thing you have to reckon with, ladies, and I'm not just talking about the people here. I'm talking past you guys for the people that's been watching the stream 6 months from now. And like, who was this guy? Leah, where you at, man? Anyways,
Leo
one
is
thing,
here.
but one thing you have to reckon with. One thing you have to reckon with. At the end of the day, I'm saying this in love, as much love as I possibly can. If you are so right, because women love to be right about everything. If you're so right, then why are you getting the wrong outcomes? Why are your results not right? If you're so right, how come the outcomes are not right? If you're so right. And if I'm so wrong, why do I get so much success in this? You got to
So
reckon with that.
we never made the assumption,
You have to
nor did
reckon
we
with that.
say, no, Sen, we never made the assumption, nor did we say that women in general are perfect. We didn't say it. It was never said. Not in the comments,
Mm,
not by me.
mm, mm,
What
mm.
was said, and both you and I said so, is about the importance of coaching, the importance of personal development, the importance of socializing with other people, the importance of learning respect, but also figuring out how it works. I mean, Mary comes uh, comes from Africa. Someone else is giving a comment here. Um, yeah, I'm speaking with them, but anyone else can enter the show.
No, I need, you know what I
Listen to me.
need? Listen. Ladies, I have a special place in my heart for y'all, so y'all can come with it. And I'm good. I just embrace you. But when men got something to say, step up and be a man. Come on here and talk to me like a man. Don't be in a comment making little sly comments. Come up here and talk to me as a man, because I'm gonna handle you differently than I would the ladies. So Leo, whatever your name is, come up here and talk to me as a man and say that to me face to face. Because
Yeah, still,
don't talk to me. Don't talk to
always
me
be
over here don't talk to me over here like you're a little coward. If you want to
okay,
speak to me, come up here.
same applies over here. That's on your show.
No,
We remain respectful to one another.
well,
And this is not
what,
about him challenging you. This is
but
not
was he
about you
respectful to me in
challenging
the
him.
comment, lady? Was he respectful me? Was he respectful to me in the comment?
Well, okay, let's go back to what he said. He says you're cool, so that's a compliment. And then he said, stay on the road. So what he said is you're getting sidetracked.
Okay.
That's basically what he says. And that's
Okay.
true, because I try to.
Or
And
I take it different. I take it different than how you heard it and how you read it. So
he
if
says
you're
you're
gonna say that,
cool.
hold on. If you're gonna say that, come on here and say it. And let me
He
see
says
you do
you're
better.
cool. How more compliment? How more many more compliments? If he says you're cool, you're cool. That's what
Okay.
he says.
All right.
The
But then
only thing is,
but
he said,
it's still
stay focused on the topic.
it's still a backhanded. It's still backhanded. I don't like that. For me, it's backhanded. So I don't like that.
Okay, well,
Now, if
I'll
a
tell
woman, hold on, let me tell you something. If a woman
men.
said that, I'll let it slide. But a man said, come on here and say it. Don't be over there. Come over here, and I will handle you. But women, I let them slide.
Yeah. So someone is asking why she cannot comment on YouTube and how people are commenting.
Mm-mm.
So normally there's an
But
arrow
again, like I
on
said,
YouTube.
at the end of the day, ladies, y'all can say what y'all want to say. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
and
can I
again,
explain someone how they can comment on YouTube for a sec?
I don't say that again.
Someone wants to know how she can comment on YouTube. It's the first time that she actually goes on YouTube, so we've been used to doing it. So there's this little
Oh my
arrow
goodness. Let me
when you look at a video, and you should be able to click on it and then share what it is you want to share. What was that all for you?
Hey, Lady Lexi, I got a question for you. Okay. Am I being too hard on you? Am I being too hard on your first stream?
No, wait. Make us moderate so we can block trolls.
Yeah,
How do you? Can you help me for a sec? How do I make Porsche moderator?
go. It should be like a little the three dots on the side. Click on that and make him a moderator. Either you could do that on here or you could do it on your phone.
Can I use settings?
I don't think it was gonna be in settings. I had to make people mods on my
yeah, I
phone.
see the three dots.
I did it on my phone. Not as much now. I know I love you, but
Oh my god.
relationships.
I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry, it's the first time I'm doing this. So and I'm not seeing the the three dots. Let's see, maybe here. No, no, don't say it here either. Sorry. Yeah, that's
Oh
his
my
thing.
god!
It's a new
Lady
thing.
Lexi. Let me. You know how much I like you, but look, let me tell you something.
Mm.
You know, if I was too hard on you, I didn't realize I was being hard on you. Relationships topics are messy. I apologize to you if I was too hard on you. I didn't mean for it to come out that way, but it came out that way. So since I still have a chance to kind of, I don't know if I can rectify it, but I apologize to you. I didn't mean to be so hard. Bonnie thinks I'm being too hard on you. I'm like, oh, I didn't mean for it to come off that way, but maybe it did
I
come
don't
off
know.
that way.
I haven't seen that comment from Bunny.
I know.
But regardless, it's not about you being too hard on me or on the other ladies. what it is about is we are going off the rails, and that's what we shouldn't do, because
Okay,
this was basically about, the most basic of things when it comes to, okay, what do we need in order to be able to get across the message we want to get across.
I'm gonna quit talking to you about relationships. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quit talking to you
Oh,
about it
I
because
wanted to talk
you
about
getting
basic,
I'm you yeah you
this
I'm
was
gonna
a
quit
basic
talking.
part of
I'm gonna
communication,
quit.
what I
Listen,
spoke
guys,
about.
moving forward, I think I'm only gonna talk to women about relationships who pay me money. If you don't pay me money, I ain't talking to you about relationships.
Okay, Sen, my topic today wasn't about relationships.
But you asked me about relationships. Stop it.
I asked you your
You
secret
asked me about
relationship.
relationships.
You have
You,
a
I came on your show. You're like,
relationship here. You
Zan, I got a question to ask. You're
have
like, okay, what is it? And it was about relationships.
Well, it was about what's that one little secret you have
No, no,
here.
Lady Lexi, don't do this
That
to
was
me. Don't
my
tell me.
question. Go ahead,
Lady
watch it.
Lexi, you tell you guys drive us crazy. Lady Lexi, don't say, oh no, my show is not about relationships. When I come on the show, you ask about relationships. And then say, I took it off the rail. When I'm going with the chat, you guys are, that's why I said,
I
guys,
have one
look,
specific
guys,
question.
enjoy this entertainment for today. Just know that in moving on in the future, Zan the man is not going to talk to you guys about relationships anymore. Because, ooh, pay me first. Ooh, y'all something else. Y'all something else.
So I'm still being asked how they can join. So I said, click on StreamYard.
No more
So
talking about relationships. No more. Stop it. I see why my contemporaries don't talk to y'all about relationships. They told me, they warned me about this a long time ago.
well,
Mm-mm.
I
I'm not
have
going into 2020. This is my only
Sen.
time. I'm talking about no more in 2022. Yeah, no more.
Okay, Sen, I'm going to try and get my voice here, right? You know. Okay, so because this is about being able to voice oneself, and this is, I love what you say when it comes to men not being understood by women, and no, yeah, I do, because everyone who has been watching our conversation, including how you responded to the comments, can learn something from this. We can learn
Look
from
at
each
Bonnie.
other,
She's like, y'all
even
got
if
fired.
it's
Bonnie said, y'all got fired up. Relationships are messy, even when you're just talking about it. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Not no more with you guys.
okay. So I don't understand. I'm trying to get someone to come on StreamYard, but says the
No,
site
Mary, I can't. Mary, I can't
doesn't allow
because
permission.
Mary, I can't because it's not. I'm done. No more from Zan the man. Y'all figure out the relationship stuff on your own or pay me. Other than that, this is the last one. Not no more. No, 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 no.
Well, next time
Get it
we
from get. Hold
we
on. Yeah, I
need
tell you what.
Mary
I tell you what.
from your
Get
life.
see how many other men. Hold on. See how many other men you can come on here. Get to come on here and talk about relationships. Good luck with that. No more from me. I'm done. So when you ask me about relationships, I'm going to say, oh no, 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 no. We're not going to talk about. Why not? No, 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 no. I remember this one.
Hey, Sen, do you remember the first time you did all the StreamYard stuff? Did we all have to make an account in order to be able to enter?
No,
Are you
because
sure?
no. I mean,
We
you did you
needed
did
to
it. You
sign
did
up.
everything right. But the other people that got to get on, all they got to do is click on the link because I'm sure. Check this out. When I do my show and I put the link in the chat, I know everybody cannot be on Chrome. They click and it works. I don't know why when I click on your link it didn't work. So I had to go sign in to Chrome just to be able to come on your show. Also, so Leo says my
Yeah,
camera and mic are not working. Can't join in. Talking is the way. Talking is the way to find a way. Yeah, of course. Okay. All
yeah.
right.
So I'm going to
It
say
doesn't
to
matter no more,
anyone to
Leo.
join from
Yeah.
YouTube, you need to click on the StreamYard link. So that's for the other one who does have a mic. Then you need to click on the StreamYard link. And as from what I can remember, that we needed to sign in, but I'm not sure if we need it. But from YouTube, you can click on the StreamYard link. So,
Okay. Well, Lady
uh,
Lex, what time is your show over? You've been going for 2 hours and 9 minutes. What time is
yeah,
your
I
show
was
over?
planning on doing an hour and a half. So, I guess I'm going
I
to.
hope we may. I make this show a little interesting for y'all.
Oh, you made it entertaining, no doubt.
Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all how
See
it is, but
what
that's
Bonnie
okay.
says? I love how this group can get so passionate and then be completely chill.
What's that?
Bonnie, I love
Oh,
how
okay.
this group can get so passionate and then be completely chill.
Well, you know what
And
it
that's
is, Bonnie.
true.
What I think is that um, this is just my opinion. I think this group like each other. I think we like each other. We respect each other. We love each other. We all have different backgrounds, different cultures, and different ways of thinking. Because let me tell you something, ladies, I'm never gonna think the way you think. I'm a man and proud to be a man, and I don't expect you to think the way I think because that would make you a man. We like femininity, not masculinity, and you should like masculinity and not femininity coming from a man. Now, there's a lot of other twisted things out there.
Shen. No, no,
Oh, I'm
no,
in
no. Now
trouble.
I have to correct you. You know who are the best friends of women? The gay men.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
why is
The
that?
best
Why is
friends
that?
of women
Hold on,
are
hold on. Well, why? Well,
gay
hold on.
men.
But why is that? Why is that?
Because they understand women like no other.
No, I'm not. I'm not. You should answer my question. Why is that?
Why women like gay men
No,
better?
no, no. Both of those questions. Why are gay men women's best friend, and why do gay
They
men
they
understand women
are
like no
they
other?
because they are a little bit different when it comes to character. They have more feminine traits.
Character,
They have more
character.
feminine
I
traits.
have gay friends. They tell me why. I know why. They have more feminine traits. Okay, but why?
They talk more.
Why? Come on, let's get down to it. Come on, why?
Okay, so tell us.
No, no, listen. Your best friend, you should know. You should know. You got your BFF with gay men. You should know why.
Well, what I see, but that's from my perspective.
You should know.
So
These are
that's
your best
not in
friends.
general.
These are you said, "Ooh, best friend." Okay, you should know why.
Well, usually we can talk a lot better
Let me tell you a little secret. When
and
you
we
work,
feel more
when
understood
when
by
you are in,
getting.
okay. So Leo says we are equal, but we don't have to be the same.
No, that's true.
Is Leo gay? Is Leo gay?
No, you're not Leo, are you, Leo? You're not.
Mary says, well, Lady Lex, I'm hearing this for the for the first time.
What about gay men being our best friends? It's funny, and you can always pick them out. A lot of them you can pick out. Like, oh,
But Lady Lexi still
what I
hasn't told us
would
why.
like to share more time with. And yeah, okay, he's gay, but um,
Well, you haven't told us
oh,
why.
she doesn't have any gay friends. Well, you know what? I'm going to ask one of my gay friends. I've got a couple,
No,
and
you
then
should
I'm
already
going to
know.
get back to
You should
you
already.
on
You should
that
already
question.
know. You should already know.
No, I don't. So I'm asking you.
If you're in the music industry, especially when I used to work at Disney, you perform, you interact. I mean, you know, I know guys who play Peter Pan. I know a lot of gay people, and we're
Mhm.
cool as heck, you know. Um, but um, it's just different. Let me leave it alone. But there's a reason why women, gay men are women's best friends. There's a definitely reason why. And if you're best friends with gay guys, or you have gay guys as your best friend, you should know why. Besides just the mannerisms and the traits.
What I've noticed is that we can talk about a lot of the same topics, which we absolutely, there's a lot of things we understand from one another, and mm, they're more. I don't know how do I say it. It's more like, well, when you come to the difference between men and women, then gay men are a bit more like women. That's
Yeah, but yeah, okay, no,
that's
I don't
pretty
disagree
like
with
it.
that. I don't disagree with that. I agree with you, but why?
Well, you know the answer, so why don't you tell? This is not a guessing game because that's only taking time.
Yeah, so funny. I think moving forward, I'm just going to leave certain conversations alone because y'all funny. Y'all really funny. But it's
But
all
you can
good.
also, you can always give us an answer. I
No,
mean,
no, I'm gonna pass on that. Y'all go ahead with
okay,
y'all.
because one of the things I tell people when it comes to when people are not understanding one another is okay, ask it again and again and ask it in a different way. So the question is, why don't you want to give the answer to us? Because this show is about being understood. And obviously
And
we understand
I've been
you
totally
right now, but we don't.
misunderstood on this show. I've been totally misunderstood. You know,
Yeah, so but why don't you share the answer? Because
uh,
you know, apparently, let's
that's okay.
learn.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let us learn. What is
No, 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 no.
why? Is it the
I'm
wrong
gonna
answer
kind
to
of stay in my
give?
lane from now
Are
on.
people allowed to hear it?
I'm
What?
gonna stay in my lane from now on. What's that, Mary? She says I don't have any gay. Okay, I let her read the comments. I'm gonna leave that alone. Look, I got about 5 more minutes for you guys, and I'm gonna get going. We've been on here for a very long time,
Yeah.
and
I guess we're going to wrap it up.
no,
Um
I just got to go in 5 minutes.
yeah, but it's already for over 2 hours, and that wasn't my
Yo,
goal
but
to
you're
be
wide
in here.
awake, Lady Lexi.
Oh,
You
look
wide,
here, we have Joe. Oh, Joe is on. Yeah, yeah.
you wide
Okay,
awake, and you
that's
should bring more
nice.
people onto the show.
Oh, I'm going to get you in. Hang on. To stream. Yeah, there's
Hi.
Joe.
Hello.
Is that Joe? What's up, Joe?
Mister.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Joe, where are you? Where are you at?
I'm from London, UK.
Okay, is it cold there?
Freezing.
Oh
Bloody
my,
freezing.
bloody freezing! Oh my gosh!
Oh,
How long
that's
have you been on the stream? Have you heard the whole stream so far?
Not all of it, no. No, because I had a bit of a disaster earlier on, so no.
Okay. So okay, at least she won't bring me no smoke. All right, cool.
I've been talking a little bit about you, Joe. I think it was before Zen went on, and I told about all the heartache you had before. You
Yeah.
know, first losing your husband, and then losing your sister, then your nephew, and then this weekend the dog, and now the rabbit.
What?
No, my little bunny a few hours ago. No. It's
Yeah.
just disaster
Oh,
after
here's how
disaster.
I reach out to you. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, Joe, just to see, do you have any gay friends? Yeah, you do. You
Yes,
have.
I've got loads. Yeah.
Okay. So the question from Zen was because
Oh my
I said
god!
we women can really hang out very well with gay men.
Yeah.
You agree or you don't?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So now he's asking me why.
I
um,
don't know really, but then most of my friends are men anyway. I get on really well with men than I do women. Like majority of my friends are all male, and a quarter of them are gay as well. So like, I just really get on well with
Oh,
men. I don't know what it is.
well,
It's
Joe, let me ask you a quick. If you mind me asking,
yeah,
why you don't get? Why is it difficult or different to get along with women? Why is it easier to get along with men than women? Why? What's the dynamic there? Why is that such a big difference?
I'm not sure really. I think with men, I seem to be more open with things than I can with women. I don't know what it is. I just seem to attract the men.
You know what I like about men? They're pretty straightforward. That's what I like.
Yeah, yeah. Men can be more. I don't know what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got some really good female friends too. So it's not all male, but I just seem to attract myself with men, and I seem to be able to have a conversation straight away with men than I can women.
And this been your whole life or just recent?
Yeah. No, my whole life. It's always been like that.
For you too,
Even
Lady
from a
Lexi?
young age.
For you too,
From
Lady
a very
Lexi?
young age.
It's been
Sorry?
like this?
Yeah, I guess for me the same, because I started working in IT and I had all these hobbies where I would hang out with men. So I guess I prefer, and that's what I said already. When it comes to working with guys, I actually prefer it over working with women, because men are pretty straightforward. So that makes it a lot easier. Oh, Bonnie has to jump. Oh, that's a shame, Bonnie.
I got to get out of here too. But Bonnie,
And
yeah.
wishing you lots of heart. So
This is yeah. So
yeah,
yeah.
so
So
the
if
answer,
if
yeah.
anything from this stream has taught me what I'm not going to be talking about in 2022. with certain people.
So where are you from, Zan?
I'm in the US.
Nice.
I mean, I'm honest to tell you things. That's not okay. She's like, men are honest to tell you things the way they are. Women friends are sugarcoat to please you and laugh behind your back. Ooh.
Yes,
And
so true.
then
Yes,
Leo says,
women. Yep, I agree. Women
but Leo,
tend to talk
thank
more
you,
behind your
Bonnie.
back.
But Leo says, I'm not gay, but not anti-gay.
Oh,
Some of my best friends are gay men and women. If we respect each other, all will
and
be
see,
well,
Leo
man. The
saying
man, you're
you're
okay.
okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. Leo, thank you, man. We're good. We're good. And I agree with his statement because I think all people need to be respected,
Yeah.
regardless of their gender or choice, whatever it might be, because they're still people, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
the people I don't like are people who are out here hurting people. I have a
Yeah, I
problem with
agree.
those people.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
really do. Because there's people out here who are specifically trying to terrorize people, traumatize people, hurt people, and that's not cool.
No,
That's not cool.
it's not. Not one bit.
No,
I
no,
agree.
I totally agree. But
I'm
that's
about to
why,
jump. I'm about to. I'm
and you know,
about.
one of the things I have noticed, and that's why one of the reasons why I'm so adamant about speaking up and speaking out, is that when people hold back and they don't share what's going on inside, there is they can build rage inside, and it starts with hurting themselves, and it can end up in hurting and harming other people, you know, because they're so outraged and they never said it. I actually have been talking to men who said so, who said like, oh, I want you, and then I said, okay, but what about, did you ever discuss it before? No, I didn't, because they're expecting the same reaction time and time again.
Yeah.
So, what was your show about today? Then, what was the topic of your show today?
In general, it's about speaking out. So
Right,
it's
but
about
was there
uh,
a topic today?
speaking out is what it's about. So when you want to share something, so like for instance with Joe, we go on Instagram Live quite a lot, and one of the things she's been talking about is her trauma related to her husband. He died of COVID in 2020 during Easter. So you remember the campaign I did send, you know, sharing some support to other people during Christmas?
Yeah, I believe so. Just to stress.
Okay, so it was with the smiley Christmas angel, that one. So Joe, for instance,
Strengthens
was very
emotional.
alone during Christmas because she missed her
Oh
husband.
wow!
And at some point, she had a very nice Christmas day, and then she came
Affirmations
home,
today.
and then it just hit her because she was so traumatized,
Oh, this is good. Okay.
right?
No, I'm just looking at. I'm multitasking right now.
Yeah.
I'm multitasking. But,
Yeah.
Men can multitask.
well,
Yeah.
that's very good, Joe. That's very good. You know, we're not very good. But hold on, we do it, but we're not very good at it.
No, not as good as women.
But women are better at multitasking than men.
Yes, definitely. I agree.
I believe the research on that.
Well, you're the research guy, so no. But I was talking about Joe, for instance, and we've done a few lives, and you said it helped was expressing yourself a bit more and helps you heal a
Mhm.
little bit, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But
So
Joe, go ahead, go
Yep.
ahead. I wanted to ask Joe, um, so you have conversations about relationships a lot with men, or you guys don't have those conversations?
I don't think we have really spoke about that, have we?
See, Lady Lexi, it's hard. It's hard for it's hard. It's hard. Um,
Uh, yeah.
because
There's
because
only one man I talk about, but I haven't met him, so.
okay, so oh man, let me see. No, I said I'm not gonna quit talking about relationships. Okay, that's it. Let
hey,
me see.
but I've got a few of my friends, and one specifically I can ask. So I'm not sure if he's very good when it comes to English, but I can ask him to come on the show. But it's a little bit late for the Dutch people because it's the middle of the night over here.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It's Lady Lexi. Let's go. It doesn't matter. It's Lady Lexi.
Yeah, but I'm going to ask him,
Oh, I
and
know. I want to ask you, Lady Lexi.
answer to you.
Lady Lexi, I want to ask you. Did you
Yeah.
see this is oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Let me just okay. So I'm multitasking. Okay, so what did you get from Mel Abraham and Anthony Trucks today? What's your big aha?
Oh, for Joe, that's I'm on Growth Day, and one of the trainers is Brandon Burchard, and he has coaches weekly. So I've been listening to them. As for Anthony, what did I? Oh, yeah, that was he was making all these comparisons, was playing a game.
Football. We're playing football, and life is like a
Yeah, yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things he said is when it was time for selection, if you're going to play, be on the team the next time, then sometimes you can be completely worn out, not in shape. And he said, even if I'm injured and all, I'll still give it my all.
Right.
And I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, I go to the physical therapist like twice a week. So on Tuesday I go to the man, as in the husband. He runs the center, and I do stability exercises. And on Fridays I go to his wife, and I usually do boxing with her. But when when I'm really tired and I haven't slept really well, and because I've got some coordination issues, I usually skip the boxing if I don't feel like it. And I was like, well, it's only like 10 minutes. Maybe I should just do it. So that's what I got out of Anthony. And when it came to Mel talked about
Mel Abraham, he's
Mel
good.
Abraham talked
In
about
fact, he's been Brendan's personal coach for years.
yeah, and he talked about finances mostly. And what I liked, what he said was, well, he said a lot of things, but one of the things he said is if you put away a little amount, but you do it consistently, you won't notice it, but it will add up to a lot. And you can make it a little bit more each time. So the coaches said, Joe, you are on Brandon Burchard's show on Growth Day. They vary from people who talk about tapping to the football players to those who know a lot about the brain. It's very interesting. It's all when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
personal development. It's
Yeah.
Let me see.
so and this was actually about the question he got asked. Mel Abraham was, when is the amount of money you want to set aside enough? So he said, okay, so what's the target? What is it you want to reach in the end? To live
Mm-hmm.
comfortably. And what does meaning living comfortably actually mean? So that's my answer, Zan.
I like it. I like it. I like it. It's I was looking for you in the room, but I couldn't find you. And I'm like, well, I'm sure she's here somewhere. And
Oh
yeah, but that's good. What time is it for you when he goes on?
yeah, 7 in the evening.
Yeah, so that means because I do my show at 12. So I did my show today at 12 o'clock noon, and then tomorrow my show is still regular time, 5 o'clock. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
that's
still used to the new one, your business one. I keep forgetting the time.
no, but that's yeah, but that no, but that business one is really good. It was talking about. I
Yeah,
talked about
I agree that it's good, but I'm not.
it's I'm doing, but I'm doing my shows kind of back to back now. Today is Wednesday, so I'm doing the show on Wednesday at 12 noon. So that's gonna be the locked in time now, and then of course, my other show I'm doing only on Thursdays at 5. I mean, back in the day, if it was last week, I'd be on my show right now. But that show is done.
Yeah,
I'm
Joe,
gonna do that
what you
show.
need to know about Sen is he's been a trooper. From September on, he's been going live 3 nights in a row on Wednesday,
Wow.
Thursday, and Friday. So there was at 1 your time at night, 2 at my time. And then he said he was going to do it for an hour and a half. Of course, it always ended up like being 2 hours plus. We have a little joke
One
here.
time we did a 4-hour show mainly because of her.
Yeah, that's
Talking about relationship got messy. Joe, me and Lady Lexy, we are so cool. We be disagreeing. She be screaming. She be pulling out her hair. But at the end of the day, we love each other. We're cool people. But she like, I don't. Oh, and then she gonna do a reaction video. Lady Lexi, she does not let it go. She does not. When the show is over, it's not over. She does not let it go. But we're cool. We're cool. We're respectful. And
and next you get back to it too. You know, the next day you would probably bring it up again. And Joe knows.
I will only bring it up. I will only bring it up because now, all right, here we go again. I will only bring it up because I have a lot of experiences with women. And what happens is that you can say something today and they're like, oh, and then you leave them to their own devices. They come up with a different interpretation. Like, I didn't say that, but they heard something different. So now next time you meet them, they say you said something you didn't say. So now you got to create what we call an explanation and clarity. So when we come back, you say, you know what? Let me just confirm there's some clarity that what you're thinking is not what I said. This is what I said. Now, if you want to continue thinking that, you're being disingenuous and you got a problem. But that's not what I said. Because if people misinterpret what you said and what you mean, then they can feel a certain kind of way about it. And I'm very clear on what I say. If a person still misinterprets that, then when we come back, when you had a chance to rest your brain, now we come back and I'm going to repeat it again so you can get it. If you don't get it then now we got a different agenda going on. And then I have to question my relationship. Do I want to continue having this person in my life who has a different agenda? It's okay to have misunderstandings. We can talk about that. But there are people out there who have different agendas. And the agendas are not healthy. It's dysfunctional. And I don't have any patience for that. Because there's some people out there. We don't always know everyone's background and their trauma and things such as that. But there are people out here that you interact with that really do need some help. They really need some professional help. And my channel, I'm not a therapist, number one, but my channel we're not designed to go deep into all of that. So, and I care enough if I care enough about you, I'm going to say, let me talk to you again about this. If I don't care, then that's when it should be a problem, because I would just write you off and like, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. You know what I like about all these topics and all the conversations that we have on your show, Sam, is, and I believe I speak on behalf of the others, but I don't know if I do, so I'll speak on behalf of myself. It's nice to think about it and, talk to it with other people about it. Give it some thought and a different perspective. And that way we can learn from one another, because that's the ultimate goal. And when it comes to understanding what someone has said, the thing is, especially when things get heated, then we only hear partially what's being said, then emotions color it. We ask 10 people and they all have a different answer about what's being said. So that's what makes communication.
But Joe, like today, they do team up against me though. They do team up against me. But I can handle it. I can handle it. You know, they
Yeah.
team up against me. I don't. Not Leo. I'm making you an exception, Leo. You're okay. What I take exception to if a guy come in and team up against me, I'm like, all right, dude. Now that's a whole nother story. Now, unless you're gay, it's okay. But if you're not gay, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I handle guys. I really do handle guys differently than the way I handle women.
Yeah.
but it
Now these
shouldn't be
women
men
here,
first.
they're cool people because I've been knowing them for a long time. I love them. I know their hearts. I know how they are. So they don't mean no ill intent.
Yeah.
So we can be passionate and disagree and still be respectful and just have different points of views.
Yeah. That's
But
right.
at the end of the day, here's my ace in my ace in the hole. If you're so right, then how come your results don't line up?
Yeah. So true.
Results are a pesky fella because results are
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
actions and results. Men lie, women lie, results don't.
Yeah.
So
True.
they're just
And
they're pesky little
Mary said,
thing.
because you say men things we don't agree with. That's what Mary said. But
Say
you know
again?
what I like is getting things from different perspectives.
Well, what does she
And
mean?
it
Hold
should
on. What
never
does she
send.
mean? What does she mean? Because he says men things. What does she mean? I don't
Well,
know what she means.
it was a bit of a vibe, like men against women, which it
Well,
shouldn't. It shouldn't
see
be
that's the
men
thing.
against
It shouldn't
women.
be. And I think women take that stance. It shouldn't be men against women.
No, it shouldn't.
But no, but many women do take that stance of just to be against, to disagree, just to disagree because they want to be right or don't want to agree with a man. But I'm like, if the results are the results, you're not really agreeing with me. Look at the results.
Yeah. So Mary says it's when you said we teamed up against you because you felt like we women were teaming up against you.
But Mary, I only said that because you said that. You said that if you scroll up, you said you guys teamed up against me. You said something like, didn't she, Lady Lexy? Didn't she say, no, that's a code. She's not going to go against, even though she's not right. She's not going to go against. But scroll up. Didn't
You
Mary
know,
say,
I'll just
didn't
say
Mary
one thing.
say, all of us
Time
women
out
are
for a sec.
thinking like this?
Time out for a sec. I guess what we can agree on is that we all, regardless if we are men or women, should learn from one another and learn how to understand one another, what we mean when we say things, that we also mean what we do say, and get to understand one another so we can improve the communication and then we can become far better friends. And whether that's with benefits, I'll leave that out of the conversation
You're so
because
funny.
that's not my first priority.
You're so
Yeah,
funny.
he actually asked me about friends with benefits, and I was completely
No, I
stumped.
was saying, you was being dishonest and disingenuous. And then because women on average, maybe not the women here, because you say you're not average.
No, I'm not.
I'm not.
Right. But women, y'all do know women play those games.
Oh
And
God, yeah. Of course there
say
is.
they don't is being disingenuous. Maybe
Mm.
you don't, but you might be the small 10%. But the average 75, 80% of women, they do play those games.
Mm.
Yeah, I
So
know.
to try
Oh
to
God, yeah,
the
I
way she
know.
framed it, but the way she framed it was like, oh, we just learning, having all these experiences. I'm like, so everything's platonic? Quit speaking in code. You know there's some type of sexual dynamics there.
Yeah, and that's not what I was thinking about. Not at all.
But then that's not fair for you to make that statement then without considering the average woman, because men have to deal with the average woman.
I don't know. Joe, do we always have sex on our mind?
No. Y'all not the average. Hold on, no, y'all not the average.
Well,
woman.
I have been lately because it's been a long while, but you know.
Yeah,
Don't be telling your business, Joe.
And same story. Okay, Seth, we give you that. We give you that. I got a friend who came here over.
No, but I just said, but this
she's also always talking about her friends, her boyfriends, and then I'm like, okay, I think I'm in need of someone. Yeah, okay. So yeah, okay, I'll give you
But
that.
it's just, but my point is, when men have these conversations, We can just be straight up and honest with each other. Why does it take us to go around the mulberry bush just to get a woman to be honest?
Maybe because we don't think about it straight away. That just like
There we
now.
go again.
When,
There
when,
we
when,
go
no,
again.
just like what happened a minute ago. We're
Women
talking about
always,
certain things,
Lady
and I'm like,
Lexi, Lady
yeah, that's
Lexi,
true. When my
women
friends
always,
came over,
Lady Lexi, women always think about it. Are you kidding me? They always think about it.
yeah, you can ask when I get that friend on. You can ask her, and she will tell you that I don't.
No,
And
what I mean by
you
that
can
is that
ask almost
what
all
I
my
mean by that
friends to tell
is
you the same
when a
thing.
woman have an interact. Hold on, when a woman has a when she wakes up in the morning and she gets dressed and do her thing, when she have interactions with men, I'm not saying she's thinking about what they how to say it in England, shag. I'm not saying, oh, I want to shag her. I'm not saying you think of it that way, but the idea of oh, he wants me for this, or the topic is in her head. And the way she moves and the way she goes. And again, especially with the average woman, they use that to manipulate men. Oh, no, that not you. You're not the average woman. You made that very clear. The men have to deal with that.
Okay, let me get Sam. Let me give you this one thing. I when I still was in IT, I was in a lot of communicational occupations, whether it was that I was talking to the clients or with providers. And I got a lot of more things done because I am a woman. That's the way it works. And I won't deny that. And I've said it actually many times that because I'm a woman, I can get things done way more easily
But why?
than
But
men
hold on,
can
wait.
in the
But
same job.
why? But why? Why? Joe
Maybe
even
because
about to say it. Go ahead, tell her, Joseph. She want to be all shy about it, like she doesn't know. Tell her, Joe. She's been
okay,
like
Joe,
shy,
you give the answer.
like she doesn't know. She doesn't know. Because what does a
Well,
woman
maybe because we smile a little bit more and they want to please us a little bit more. I don't know. That's an assumption I need to make because I never asked them. But I do know they were more willing to oblige
But
me
why?
than other.
Why?
Yeah, probably because I'm a female.
And females got what that men don't have. I mean, come on. You see what I'm saying? You know, men have certain. You know, they have certain intentions. Okay, forget it.
This is fun.
This is really my
Joe.
effort.
This is Joe. Joe. This is Joe. Are we in 2022? This is crazy. All right.
Okay, Joe, give him the answer. You probably know.
No. This Joe. No. Save yourself, Joe. Save yourself.
My little shield.
I've already been martyred. Save yourself, Joe. Don't go through what I've already been sacrificed at the altar. Save yourself, Joe.
Joe, you don't know this, but I always say I've got a nickname, and that's really known amongst my friends. And you can't translate it literally, but it comes down to I'm a confident chicken because I don't think that way. So, like a nun, and I don't want to see it. I just don't, you know? You can tell
Are
a
you,
dirty joke in my presence, and it will take me like really 10 times longer than anyone else before I get to it. And oh, that's what you wanted to say. And everybody's laughing at me because I'm just not wired that way. I'm just not. But I do know that we have different effect on men, of course. That's a given. So I'm going to say that they're more eager to please women than men. Sam?
What's that? I'm sorry. What happened?
I'm going to say that men are more eager to please women as opposed to men. And not because they could get something from me, because they couldn't. Because when I'm in a meeting with 10 men from all
Okay, let's
different
check this out.
businesses,
Okay, hold on. Let's that's not here or there. That don't mean that doesn't take away the desire, the wanting to get something from them. That's why they're being nice. Just because you won't give it to them, again, women control access to that situation. So that's another situation. But Joe, one question before I get out of here. I need to go. I done answered. I done took care whatever. I don't answer enough already on here. So, because it's close to dinner. Okay, so I can't believe I've been here. I've been on the show forever. How long? I've been on the show for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah.
Lady Lexy, and now Lady Lexy, let me tell you real quick, please. Look, I just got a text message. Okay, I'm gonna be okay. I go, okay. You want to see my text message? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, sure.
That was 6:43. That was 3 minutes ago. Dinner in 10 minutes. Actually, it says 20 minutes, but I know she means 10. Can you see my message right there?
Yeah.
Dinner.
20 minutes until dinner.
So she knows better. She knows better. I'm not supposed to be on here this long, Lady Lexy. I
So
said,
Joe,
because when I got home, I had a couple of things, a couple of chores I was supposed to do. Like, oh, let me go here and say hi to Lady Lexy. I'm still here.
yeah.
Lady Lexy.
2 hours later. She's always like that. It's the same when I go live with her.
Thank you, Joe. Thank
30
you.
minutes. 30 minutes.
Yeah.
2 hours later, I'm still on there, and I'm thinking,
Yes. Thank
that was a
you.
very, very long 30 minutes.
Thank you.
True.
So Lady Lexy, let me let you know in advance. So I might need to apologize in advance. Your show is every Wednesday at this time. Okay, so I'm gonna come in and say hello as much as I possibly can. I might miss a couple of shows here and there, but for the most part, I'm gonna come in and peek in. But doing this, I'm not gonna do this again. This is too long. I might peek in for like 5 or 10 minutes. Say hello.
Oh my God, it's not my intention.
That's why when she asked me to come on earlier, I'm thinking, I know it's going to be a long one.
Yeah, no, I can't do this and do all my other stuff. So, but I still like to come in and acknowledge her because I like that she did this. Do you know the amount of courage it takes to come out here and do this? And you're gonna learn as you go. You'll get the hang of StreamYard as you go. You just got to keep doing it over and over and over, and you'll start like, oh, every day just learn something new. Because I didn't learn all my stuff in one day. It took me a while. You know, now I'm not gonna say I'm an expert at it, but I'm really good at it now. So you'll get better as you go on, and then start watching some other videos on YouTube about StreamYard. All the answers are already out there. That's what I had to do. But I like when I see someone like this coming up and doing their thing. You know, so much respect to because a lot of people can't do this. But
she's helped me a hell of a lot.
Yeah, and she's a good person. Now we agree on a lot of things, but we do not agree on relationships.
Well,
I love you see Mary in the comment section. I love Mary. I love Bonnie. All these ladies. Yeah. We don't agree, and I think me and Leo don't agree on relationships, and that's okay. But you missed it, Joe. They was teaming up on me. I handled them, but they was teaming up. and you know what, Joe? It ain't the first time they came on my channel and did it. One time I had 5 ladies coming at me. I'm like, woo!
The same ones.
Yeah, I had with them coming at me.
Sam,
but I want to before I leave, can I ask Joe a quick question? So, Joe, maybe I shouldn't even ask you this question. That might spoil that might mess up the Well, I'll tell you what, Joe, you don't have to answer it. How about that?
All right.
So, okay, so you have all of these male friends, right?
Yeah.
It's a family show, so let me find a way to parse these words.
I'm not sure if this is a family show. Is this
if given hold on, check this out. If given the opportunities, let's put up 5 fingers right here. Let's just say 5 male friends. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you put up 5 fingers? Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait your fingers. Give me 5 fingers. Put it up. You got 5 fingers. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Out of all, just 5 of them that you can think of right now, 5 friends male. Out of those 5 friends, if given the opportunity to come keep you company overnight, if given the opportunity, how many would say yes? How many would come? 2, see? And they're probably in the friend zone only because you put them in the friend zone. Interesting. and you know what? And hold on. And the other three,
They might. Yeah,
Give,
probably. They probably
give them the
would.
right opportunity, and
Yeah.
maybe a couple of drinks.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let that happen. So
Right. But if given the opportunity, that don't mean they gonna see. That doesn't mean they're saying no. They like, oh, I can't go there because she won't let it happen. But that doesn't mean if one day you say, you know what, hot diggity dog, let me learn some more things and get some more experiences.
Then, do you know why a lot of people think I'm actually a lesbian?
Me as well.
Yeah. Besides, not
So
being,
for the record, you guys say you are not lesbians,
no, I'm
No.
not, and
and
I'm
you
not.
have, and
I'm not.
obviously you have nothing against lesbians.
No, because my
No,
niece is lesbian. My
Yeah.
my son's gay, so
I have people in my family who are, you know, gay on both sides, you know, and I love them dearly.
yeah, so do I. I mean,
Yeah.
my
So,
kids are everything to me.
Go ahead, make your point, Lady Lexi. So they think you're
okay.
lesbian.
I'm asking Leo to give me the link. Anyway, one of the reasons, besides that I'm not the type, I cannot wear high heels. I'll hardly ever wear skirts. I hardly ever put makeup on. So those are already 3 giveaways. But apart from that, I don't have any problems when it comes to hugging women. I don't have problems with hugging men, but in the back of my mind, there's always like that. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. With when it comes to women, I don't have to worry about it. So I'm actually pretty easygoing.
Well,
So
why would they
No,
think?
see, I'm
I
easier hugging men than I am women.
But why would they think you're? Why do they think you're lesbian? I mean, do you give like a strong masculine vibe or a butch vibe?
yeah, I do have.
Do I look like one?
I do.
Do I?
Y'all funny, y'all actually funny. Yo, I love your personality. I love you guys are fun to talk to. I can see why guys like hanging out with y'all. I can see why guys because you have an easy going thing about you. I can see why guys like, you know, yeah, you got. Yeah, I can see.
You know, I've got both, and I've got both.
You got balls, have you? Is there something you ain't telling me?
Why would she say that? Joe, you heard what I heard, right? You heard what I heard, right, Joe?
I realize what I'm saying here.
I just got one question. I got one question. Joe, don't laugh at this. Are they brass balls?
I mean, rub them hard and shiny.
Oh my God. Cast iron? I mean, come on.
I didn't say it was Aphrodite.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Are they like? Okay,
I've got both types of energy. That's what I meant.
we heard what we heard.
You got balls.
And by the way, this is after she said she's not a lesbian. Okay, so
this is why people call me a convent chicken. Now you know, Jen. Now you know. Experienced it firsthand.
She's a comedian, y'all. She's a comedian. My goodness. My goodness.
I'm not even aware of it.
But I'm happy that I'm about to exit because I already got my my message. But
yeah, your dinner.
I'm glad that the conclusion of our conversation here, Lady Lexi, we left on a funny, laughing note, and I gotta give Joe a lot of credit for that because she came in and she just changed the energy of the room. And
thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
And
it was lovely talking to you.
Yeah, likewise. It's fun talking to you. I mean, I know it's bloody cold out there, but
yes, it is. It's freezing. Whereabouts in America are you?
I'm in Vegas, so it's not that cold like it is out there.
In the desert.
Yeah, Vegas is it's good. It's good. I mean, I wore a jacket today, but it's good.
Yeah. It's freezing.
Go there after visiting
Chicago. I'm gonna go ahead and exit, but ladies, thank you so much. Joe, very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
And Mary, I see you out there in the chat.
Yeah,
love you, girl. Leo, much respect to you. I know Bonnie's not here anymore, but Bonnie, thank you for being here. And Lady Lexy, of course, thank you for hosting us. I think you did a
Yeah,
great job.
thank you for being here because I really needed a face instead of talking
Yeah,
to
but long as you understand in advance, everybody has to understand this. I got so many people that want me to show up on their channel and hang out with them and all that, and because it's hard, you almost feel it's a catch-22. You feel a little obligated because so many people come to your channel, but I can't reach everybody, and also I have other commitments. I've got other
Exactly. Yeah.
I've got work I have to do for my business, so you can't show up. Anyway, but I'm gonna try to, if the opportunity arises, I'm gonna say, hey, let me go ahead and say 5 or 10 minutes. Hey, say hello. So
Sure.
hello, Lady Lexy. I can do that because now I know you're on Wednesday. I got my alarm set, so I'm like, oh, it's 4 o'clock. Let me try to get in and say hello to her. And today, I was
2
able to,
hours later.
yeah, I was able to come in and I said, you know what? Because normally I do a show on Wednesday night, and I'm not doing that show, but
You
that
stopped.
time has to be replaced with something else that's more productive. So
Yeah.
so tonight is the first night that I kind of free flowed. I'm supposed to have done a couple of chores, but I came up here and I got stuck up here. But I had to now I got to make up for those chores before I go to bed tonight. I got to do it after dinner. And then
Yeah.
I did not do my show. Hey Joe, by the way, you're welcome to come to my show tomorrow. It's at 5:00 p.m. But that's gonna be, oh, you still be up?
It's
But
at
my
Yeah.
show,
I'm
but my
always
show
up.
tomorrow. But here's a good thing about my show. We used to go long on my show. That show starting tomorrow, which is 2022. No matter what, it's a hard stop at 6:30 for sure. But I'm gonna try to keep like my earlier show. I kind of set myself up. The show I did today, Lady Lexy, the business show. It was about how to make your first $1,000 online, and
I'll watch it.
yeah, it's really good. It's really,
Yeah. I could do that.
It's 2:30. Your
and
time.
it's a 4-part series. So I did part 1 today, but even part 1 was fire. And but
Good.
to give you a heads up, it starts at 12. I end at 1:02, I believe. Now I have a coaching session, a regular client that I meet with at 1:00 every
Yeah.
single Wednesday. So I do the show at 12. So I have to stop. I can't go. But
You
even though
can't go
I
on.
went a
No.
couple of minutes over this time, and I've made up for it. But the first 30 minutes is just us bantering. So if you really want to get to the good stuff, just fast forward, past 30 minutes. Now,
Yeah.
moving forward, the first 20 minutes is going to be really tight. I'm gonna have everything done in advance. And then the next 40 minutes, we can Q&A, coaching, whatever you might want to do.
Yeah.
And then the show
Ken always
tomorrow,
has framework. He's really structured.
yeah. But today, oh look, Mary, thank you, Mary. She's like very informative. Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, but Mary was there. We had a great time. But the reason why the show was not tight in the beginning because I want to get on time, but I had to create the slides while I was on the show. So I was trying to banter and talk back and forth while I was creating the slides because I had so much stuff going on. Normally I do it prior or before, but I had to do it on the fly. But next week, I'm gonna have all that stuff done in advance. And I think if everything goes well, according to my schedule, I'm actually gonna record the video in advance. So when I show up on the show, I'm gonna play the video, and then the next 40 minutes we can talk about it, or coach it Q&A. I won't do the slides in live in person. I'm gonna pre-record the videos because I could put some, animations and some fancy stuff in there,
Yeah.
make it look real nice. And then people will be watching the show start at 12, but they'll be watching a pre-recorded 20-minute video. But I'm still gonna be there. So when the video stops, all right, guys, what's up? Let's talk about it, whatever. So instead of me doing it on the fly. So I think that's going to serve people better. And this is a good lesson for you, Lady Lexy. When it comes to editing, guess what? Now that 20-minute video can stand alone, and then you still have a live show. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll pre-record the video. So it's a 20-minute video standalone, 15, 20-minute video standalone, which is good for YouTube algorithms. Then you have the live show, and that video will be in the live show, but they can also go check it out. But it's just you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And that's something I'm going to add because I can put my call to actions in there. I can put my my opt-in page. I could do a lot. You could do a lot more when it's a pre-recorded video. And
Zijn
then
een business guy, Joe.
and then
Yeah,
and then
very.
this, and then
Yeah,
the video.
good.
Then for tomorrow, we're gonna keep it tight. We're gonna keep it, depending on who comes on the show. We're gonna do a hard stop at 6:30 because I got things to do. I'm not gonna be late for dinner anymore.
Well, if you promise me,
Or
if
it'd be
you
in the bin.
you'll do a hard stop, then I'll be there at the beginning of the show. But you have to promise me you will finish after 90 minutes.
I have to, but if it's up to me, I do it for 60 minutes. But I know people pop in a little bit later, and so it's a little bit more loose. But it's cool. But because it's more conversational. But the business show, I have to get in and stop because I got a coaching client right afterwards, which is I did that on purpose. So like, okay, even if I want to go further, I can't go because I gotta someone's paying me money. Okay, so.
Okay. Well, thank you, Zen, and thank you, Joe.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you so
Joe
much.
has
And this was fun. Thank you.
Yep, thank you so much.
Hey, Joe, do you have a channel yet?
If I end broadcast,
No, I've never done this before.
Oh, okay. What was your question, Lady Lexy?
if I end broadcast, does it automatically have it saved and recorded?
Yeah, if you hit in broadcast, it should automatically show up on your YouTube channel.
Okay, cool.
So give it a shot. Hit in broadcast right now.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
If I'm
Stay
not
right
seeing
there,
you
Joe.
anymore.
Let's see what happens. But say goodbye to everybody first.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Story to share, or you want to talk about something and you don't really know how to, just come over. And if you want to see how I do it normally, see me at IG Live.
Bye, Mary.